Today, we wanted to do a proper send-off for a show that Sayge and I put so much time and effort into. That show being Sims Big Brother. I'm gonna hop on a call with some of the cast. Before I hop on that call though, let me give a baseline explanation for what Sims Big Brother is. Sims Big Brother is a show where we took 10 contestants. They played an actual season of Big Brother. We recorded all of their conversations and all of their audio. We then plopped that audio into gameplay of The Sims. And the idea was that we were gonna recreate everything that happened in the show, but in The Sims. Lots of money and hours upon hours of work went into this series, but sadly, we have since had to cancel it. My work was becoming way too demanding. And I know that Sayge also had a lot on their plate as well. And so I made the decision. I was like, hey, I think we have to cancel this series. I know we put a lot of time and effort into it, but I'm getting pulled in like 80 million different directions for work. And so this is why we're gonna do a tribute to it, because a lot of work did go into it. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here are some of the contestants, I guess, that were on the show.
You guys.
Flops, all of them. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew it.
Okay. Let me. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I'm gonna turn it way down. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your Saturday night to hop on a call with Sayge and I. Sayge, test your mic real quick. Let me see. Oh no, we can't hear you, Sayge.
Oh.
Flop. Vote them out. Vote them out first. So while Sayge is getting their microphone figured out, I'm gonna have each of you kind of introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do, and then anyone that's not in the call right now, I will be kind of giving a quick synopsis of who they are. Chanelle, do you want to start?
Yeah, I can. Hi, I'm Chanelle, or on Twitch I go by Quarter Girl Chan. Full-time I'm a web developer, and then just like part-time I stream on Twitch. So, hi.
Yes, and Chanelle is not saying the full story. Chanelle also plays a lot of online reality games.
I do.
And so she.
God, you do?
Oh.
You did?
That's how I know Chanelle is through that community.
Good
So you
old
practiced.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, I had experience. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn all y'all up real quick, just so I can make sure that we hear you loud and clear. My audio levels got all messed up because my microphone isn't working.
Oh,
Hello,
no.
testing.
Yes, we
Can I
hear you,
hear
Sage.
Yay,
Okay, perfect. Does it sound okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, work.
It sounds,
Sounds
yeah.
better than Dylan.
Yeah, it's gonna,
Yeah,
no, honestly.
better.
Okay, shady bitch, introduce yourself, Ruepa.
Hi, my name is Ruepa, and I haven't showed my face online in the past 6 months. So this is very much an exclusive you're getting here, Dylan.
Oh my god,
No
I'm
one's seen your
honored.
place, no one's seen me. I vanished into the night, and
You did.
I guess I'm here. One night only.
Yes.
Bye.
Let me, well, wait, hold on. Let me give like a legitimate description of Ruepa. This bitch used to make amazing reality shows and talk shows and entertainment shows on Twitch. And like top tier talent, top tier content, top tier drama. And so you were perfect for the show.
Oh, thanks. I was actually really honored to play because I usually never get picked for these things because I'm usually hosting. So it was very fun to see if I could back up my talk because I do talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So it was good to see if I could walk the walk. No spoilers.
And we'll have to see if you talked a lot of shit during the show.
I don't know if I did. I won't say that I didn't. I'm leaving it at that.
Sage, now that you have your mic working, did you want to introduce yourself a bit?
Yes. Yeah, I'm Sage. I went by Josh on the show, but I have since changed my name, so that's that. Yeah, I basically was like co-creative producer
Absolutely.
slash like editor of the series, and I also like built the house and helped make the Sims and all of that. So really just working in tandem with Dylan throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm really glad we can be here now and like watch and talk about it. Because I think I mentioned to Dylan like a while ago, it feels like a weird kind of paranormal social relationship with, or not paranormal, parasocial relationship with like the cast. Because I've been listening to your audio for like hundreds of hours for like a year. So I'm glad to be here with you all and watch it.
Yeah, to put it into context, Josh and I have re-listened to the entire audio of everything that was recorded. Let me preface this. There is 11 hours of recorded audio across times 4. And we've
it was happening at the same time.
Yes, and we've listened to that like 3 times through. Like, it's gross.
You hate us. I
hate you. I hate all of you.
Yeah, that's what I was picking up. That's the vibe. Yeah. Well, shut up. Damn.
No, it was lovely. Spring Sims, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is, I go by Steven IRL, but online I go by Spring Sims. I have a very big fascination for the color yellow, as you can see here. My favorite color. I play a lot of The Sims. Mainly, I'm a full-time content creator who just plays like a lot of like cozy indie life simulation games. And honestly, what was so interesting about this show, I was already on a reality show called The Sims Sparked. So
yeah.
Let's try it again and redeem myself.
Yeah, I think you were the only contestant who's actually been on television and competed on a show before.
Yeah, kind of overwhelming.
Oh yeah, it's so wild to just to think about it. Oh, okay, wait, sorry, I'm putting the cast photo up. No, it's so wild to think about it too, because like what you did on Sparked and what you did here were so different from each other. But I felt like used a lot of the skills that you learned from Sparked and applied them here.
Yeah, I did.
Without spoiling.
I had to think smart.
Yeah. And then Sam, I know you're currently driving, so I just wanted to, if you can't talk, it's okay. But if you wanted to introduce yourself.
I can talk, it just may not be the best audio, so I'm so sorry.
No, it actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, you've just listened to my voice so much. But quickly, yeah, I'm Sam, and I just got off a plane. I'm very tired.
Oh no, yes.
That's it.
I appreciate you doing this. I should also state that Sam also does a lot of TTRPGs, is a streamer, and now you work at a badass job.
I am. Yeah, my full-time job is
I don't know if
live stream fundraising and gaming specialist at Wounded Warrior Project. So
that's awesome.
Non-for-profit. Excellent. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Yes, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah. Aside from whenever I recorded this show with all these media people.
Aw, you're so sweet. No, you're good. I'll also go over, and Sage, feel free to hop in with some more dialogue if I miss it about some of our other contestants who couldn't show up today. I have a cast photo on screen. So the guy in the orange is Fernando. They are a Twitch streamer named Drag Sims. If you aren't following them and you are a huge fan of Sims 4 content, you need to go check out their Twitch stream, because the shit they do in The Sims is so stupid. It's amazing. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add there, Sage.
No, yeah, it's like any Sims content like just mashed together. They do I think this is called Drag Simsation, where they just like do their version of Drag Race. They have like Hunger Games and Big Brothers and whatever, and it's all crazy and fun. So definitely check it out.
We also have in the bottom left Oh my god, am I getting trolled right now? I love that in chat. Wait, I kind of live though. Mods, don't
Tag yourself.
tag yourself. Who are you? Thanks, mods. Thanks, Yoshel. In the bottom left, we've got Hamza, who is our only UK representation on the show. And I believe they are a journalism student, if I'm not mistaken.
At the time of filming, not sure about right now. But
Yeah. Which was, we should also state everyone filmed this.
just
like,
over a year ago.
Yeah, just over a year ago.
April.
Yeah, so it's been a lot, but no, Hamza's amazing, and also Hamza has an amazing Instagram. Go follow it. Cute looks, all the jazz. Our next person in the red hat is Sair. Sair is a Twitch streamer. They play a lot of Fortnite content. They're also a Canadian, and you'll hear in a lot of the audio, their Canadian accent definitely comes through.
There is, I don't think I have the footage of it because it didn't have any music or anything, but there's a whole conversation in episode 1 about her being Canadian. Because she thinks she says like house or something, yeah. And Rin's like,
house?
Wait, are you Canadian? She's like, how does she know?
It's so cute. It's so cute. And then I thought this was really cool. I just wanted to give a shout out to the amazing amount of applications that we had for the show. This was just like a side project of ours that we did. And I think we had over, 120 apps? I could be wrong about that. We had a lot of applications. And then we had to go through and interview people. And that was really difficult. We had I think it was like 20 to 40 interviews that we did. It was wild. And we managed to find 2 amazing non-binary contestants because we wanted to have an even gender split for the show. But these 2 contestants were so good. We were like, okay, we're just going to knock it down to 4 men, 4 women, and 2 non-binary contestants. And so Haydn, who's in the middle bottom, is, I don't know how to describe Haydn. Haydn is such a character. Like, Haydn is just Haydn. I don't know, what else. They're a college student.
So true.
I love Haydn so much. You know what I mean? You'll hear Haydn in some of the audio today, and Haydn we can say this now that this show's not airing. My opinion is that Haydn was going to be one of the fan favorites.
Yeah.
They
go home in a really unfortunate way. I guess we don't really need to avoid spoilers, right?
Yeah, I guess what I will say, I want to know from the chat. Before we say too much, I want people to guess who they think won the show. Just to throw guesses out there. I'm not done introducing everyone. I'll finish it in a bit, and then you all can make guesses. Next to Haydn, with the black hair, is Coral. Coral is really, really sweet. They are a musician. They're very open and honest about their Afro-Latino heritage and background, and they're an activist within their community. And so Coral also has this amazingly smooth, calm voice that brought such a different energy than everyone else did in the show. They walk into a room and they're like, all right, this is exactly what I think. And it's just whoa, okay, wait a minute. And then lastly, we've got Cinnarin. Cinnarin in the bottom right. Cinnarin is a TikToker. They do a lot more than TikTok, but when we cast them, they were doing TikTok and they do cosplays. So they do a lot of interviews and news about video games, but they always do it in cosplay. So go check out Cinnarin's TikTok. I think that's everyone. Did I miss anything, Sage?
I don't think so.
All right. So also Esme, thank you for the 18 months. Esme, amazing. Another orger. We love a good mini org player.
I loved you in Twilight.
Esme wishes. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm curious. Chat, just make a guess. I'm putting the cast up on the screen. You don't even have to remember their names. Just say a box. Who do you think won the show? Mind you, they played in a legitimate season of Big Brother. There was backstabs, there was twists, there was literal tears. We'll talk about the tears later that were spilled because of the show.
Who cried?
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We do have audio of the crying, but we will not play it today.
There was crying. Oh my god.
There were tears. There were tears.
There were real tears and there were fake tears.
So true. There were.
Right.
There were fake tears.
Damn.
Of the same person. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you never know.
Mm.
Rooting for everyone black, as you should, Esme, as you should. Okay. Let me drop this down. Okay, so let's start with should we just start with episode 1?
Yeah, just give a really quick summary of what happened in episode 1. So we wanted to do something. We didn't want to have a ton of twists in this show because there were only 10 people and it was the first season. So we didn't want to have like twists every week. But we did a twist the first week where instead of competing for HOH, they actually voted for HOH. So everyone voted. They could vote for themselves if they wanted to. And I think after the first round of voting, people gave speeches.
Yes.
For who they wanted to win, and then they voted again. One thing that stood out there is everyone gave their reasons, and Sam stood up and said, "Please don't vote for me. Because I do not want to be HOH," which was kind of a recurring theme throughout the season.
Yes. Sam,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I definitely did remember
Authority
this.
is not for me.
It was giving like class president.
it was giving class president. Sam, do you want to talk about a little bit of why you were so against being HOH?
Yeah. So initially, it's because I just don't like being voted for. It just feels very weird. And especially when it's people I don't know, because then I get in my head of like, why'd you vote for me? What do you want to talk about? Do you want to confront me for something? Like, what's your problem? And so I didn't want it at all. And because I know that it gives you a target.
That's very true. That's very true. Sage, can you link me real quick the voting chart that we have?
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, I pulled up.
Leave the vote. Who voted for themselves?
No, we're here to air the drama, girl.
No, we're here. We're here for the drama. I don't even know.
Oh
who
no, no,
voted
wait.
for.
I think I voted for myself.
Here, wait. Let
Yeah,
me.
Ruepa did vote. Ruepa did vote.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very Ruepa.
That checks. That checks.
So I don't think that chart, Dylan, has who voted for HOH, but
That's fine.
I will say that
There we go.
the person who ended up winning is Fernando.
Yes.
Speaking of targets, it was a very big target at the very beginning.
Oh my god.
So before we get into the first clip here, because this is what it leads into, basically Fernando won HOH immediately, because there are 10 people in the house, right?
Mhm.
So 7 of them, including Fernando, go up to the HOH room. And then the 3 left behind were Chanelle, Ruepa, and Sam. And they kind of just stayed in the living room and were like, well, what was that? Where are they going? What's going on?
Yeah, and for those that watch Big Brother, they know that like it's very typical to like kiss the ass at the HOH, and these 3 were not having it. So we do have a clip that we will be showing. Sorry, I'm trying to find it on.
It should be
is it
episode 1, conversation 1.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
And right before this conversation, basically it's just a clip of Chanelle, Ruepa, and Sam sitting down there just being like, what's going on? And then being like, but you know what? I kind of like us 3. We're kind of great.
Cute.
And then they're like, I wonder what they're talking about in the HOH room. And it goes up to this.
okay, so I am sharing with you all. If you want to tune into the stream, I'm gonna play it on stream as well. Now there's nothing to actually show in this footage, so it is all audio. So let's listen to it first, and then we can all react to it after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so exclusive worldwide premiere, the first ever audio that you're listening to of Sage's amazing editing talents from Sims Big
Quick
Brother.
question, Dylan.
Yeah.
Are you going to be showing the black screen with the words I feel like it would be helpful just so
Yeah,
they can know.
I can.
Okay, just so they know who's talking, because I know not everybody watching knows.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great shout out. Okay, let me set up for that real quick.
And while Dylan's setting that up, what you'll see throughout pretty much all of these clips that we show, it's a black screen and it has like wide shot, middle shot, whatever of whoever's speaking. That was for our editing purposes, so that we could record the Sims doing that. So just keep that in mind while you're watching these clips.
Okay, so they'll
basically just look at the name.
Yeah. Just look at the name. Oops, I just messed up my thing. Okay, it's fine.
We have Hamza here. Hamza
just joined. Hamza!
Oh.
Hamza, what time is it? What time is it for you right now?
What's the sensible 7:25 in the morning?
That's hot girl shit.
That's a dream.
Oh,
Yeah, you can absolutely curse. Fuck this shit.
That's hot girl shit.
Okay, I think that's working now. Let me get it so that way.
Hamza, this is perfect timing. We're actually about to watch a clip that you are a main speaker in. So
Oh my god,
this is
I
great.
love that.
Okay, I'm so excited. Here we go. This clip is so silly. Here is a conversation that happened in the show.
Okay, so we're just gonna get it started. Can we go around and say who you would nominate for eviction?
I can go first because I think we're all gonna say the same answer. But just like, well, at least what I would say, like maybe just if people not here to keep it simple. I don't know. What will y'all say? Actually, y'all go next.
Okay, I'm gonna say something a little shady. I feel like it's a little shady of Fernando to put it on us and have us all fight each other.
yeah.
It's your responsibility and you took it gladly. So
Okay,
I don't
like
think
it.
it's
Call me
fair.
out. I like it. Keep me accountable. That's what I want.
Fernando, you are so shady for asking us who to nominate. Last time I checked, you were HOH, not us.
I think you can ask us reasons for why we think you should nominate us. I think that's better.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Would you base it off? Because I think it's too early. It's too early to know.
Yeah.
It's very early.
I think we've been here 5 minutes.
It's too early. Oh please, that's not the same energy you had 5 seconds ago. I'm on to you, Fernando.
Get her.
Now,
Damn!
now, mind you,
That's me.
yeah. Now, mind you, y'all had like literally only talked for like
Oh my god, this is like 30 seconds in.
40
Yeah,
seconds
literally
in.
just was
Walk through the
like-
room.
I think we did intros and then we voted and then they scurried up there.
Yeah.
They really
It's a
did.
little rat's nest. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
Ellie.
Ooh,
Whoa.
No, Ellie. No,
Okay.
It's all love.
Okay, I'm turning it up, so hopefully you don't blare out their eardrums. I'm gonna turn y'all back down. So I want to make sure that the video sounds really good because we have a lot of clips that we're going to be showing in episodes. Okay.
I won't lie. I thought that clip was going to be Hamza saying to put us up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he kind of.
I was ready.
Low key.
But
Hamza is an angel on earth, and I love them.
I love Hamza.
Hamza kept it real from the very beginning. Said the first thing, like that was really the first thing you said basically out loud, other than introductions. You were saying,
Yeah.
let's keep it fair.
But
One of the real ones.
I should know. I first off, okay. Actually, before we get into the next thing, I'm going to say, Hamza, what was going through your head in that situation?
Honestly, I was like, all this beating around the bush, kumbaya shit, like I just don't do that. So because I knew what the point of him asking it was. It wasn't just to be like, oh, so what would you guys do? I was like, no, let's not play. Let's actually call what it is. You want us to fight each other. That's what you want. It's gonna make your job easier.
You know what's so wild to me is that I think on this cast, the only person who's played in an org or a mini is Chanelle. And maybe Ruepa also.
I don't know what that is. So.
Like a mini reality show.
Wait, what did you say? You cut out. The only asked what?
Oh no, Sam has as well. I was like the
It
only.
has what? Sorry, I'm losing audio.
No, you're good. Has played in a mini reality show before.
Oh,
Yeah, you have. So it's so wild that like not a lot of the people in the cast have done this, but like people like Hamza shocked the hell out of me because you just went in full throttle, bitch. You went all in, and it was so entertaining. But there's one really interesting thing that happened. We got our first major alliance of the show, which was Chanelle, Ruepa, and Seum, who did not go up into the HOH room. Without spoiling too much of what happens in the season, what was the vibes? What was the feelings?
I'll start because I have a funny little tidbit to share about it. So we were just like for the breakdown, like behind the scenes, we were split into rooms, and each room had like a letter. So it was like room A, room B. And we wanted to call ourselves like room A or something like that. It was basically like we wanted to reference the room that we were in. And then y'all had to come in and be like, hey, by the way, that's not going to be the names of the rooms, so don't. And we're like, oh, okay, right. So then we came up with the name A Team, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, it was the A Team,
Okay.
A Team
Yeah.
Alliance.
Yeah. So that was how we came up with our name. And it was cute.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it was really cute. We'll see how far the A Team gets or what happens to everyone on the A Team. But Sage, do you want to go over what happened after obviously this very explosive intro to the show?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of just I guess from until we get to episode 5, which is the next clip that we have, would kind of just summarize what happened. So episodes 1 and 2 was a split premiere, and at the end of episode 2, or well, I guess we'll say who nominated. So Fernando ended up nominating Chanelle and Ruepa as the first 2 nominees
Weird.
of the season. And the reason that it happened was actually because of a miscommunication with Ruepa and Fernando, which I don't have the clip pulled. I don't have it pulled up, but I feel like I could find it because it's very funny.
Yeah, let me see if
If you can't, I'd be more than happy to explain my side and how I was right.
My side.
And I
Yeah.
guess we just won't hear from the other side, and that's okay.
Let me quickly open this up and see if I can find it because
Sage is like, well, let me find the.
No,
just
guys,
the
proof.
wording is very
proof.
funny.
it's so funny. It is probably the single-handed dumbest thing I've ever seen happen in a Big Brother ever. Like, could you imagine if this happened on Big Brother, that someone gets nominated simply because the HOH does not understand what someone else is saying and just takes it out of a complete out of context situation? Like,
I agree with that assessment.
if we find this audio, y'all, it's so like every episode y'all were giving, and I don't know how or why, but like every episode,
There's not a single boring episode.
there's
Yes.
not a single boring episode of the season.
Let me
There-
tell you,
In fact,
rent was due. Rent was
It was.
due.
Rent was
Rent
due.
was
It was the 3rd, and we needed to pay up.
There was one time, like I can't remember the exact episode, but there was one time I was messaging Sage back and forth, and we were basically like, oh, this week's gonna be so boring. This week's gonna be so boring. It ended up being the best fucking episode.
It's actually the episode we're gonna show. It's episode 6.
That's
So-
right. I forgot.
It
Oh,
was so good that
damn.
it's the first one that we decided to edit. So
Yes.
Did
okay,
anyone?
so I did
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Continue
okay.
with that, but I will.
Oh, good.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Did you want to
Leak the DMs.
stream it on your end if possible?
Yeah, can I just share my screen and then it'll work?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to share the whole screen, right?
Yeah.
Or do I share the application itself?
Share the application.
yeah, the
for
application.
audio.
Application.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the villain
I'm
edit.
gonna-
You'll find out. There's definitely some villains in the season.
Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Yeah. And because the
Um,
first week is
Yes.
hard.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hear that.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right,
Oh,
let
y'all.
me-
The moment.
I think it's here, so I'm gonna play it from here. This does not
Can
have.
I
This
just
is literally just
say-
raw edit.
This is just
Super quick before you play this.
Yeah.
Chat, I want you to tell me back what you think is being
Oh my
said
God.
here. just just out of curiosity, what do you think I said here?
Okay, everyone. Okay. Silence on the set. Let's listen. Let's assess what's being said.
I don't remember what's here. I'm just gonna play from the beginning and see. I know it's somewhere in this conversation.
No, you're fine.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Much less
Here we go.
overwhelming.
It is. I'm so nervous. We have nominations so soon. What
Yeah.
are our
Yes.
thoughts?
I think we have it after this.
Okay.
conversation.
It is after this, yeah.
We're getting so close to nominations, and Hamza tipped me off that I might be in danger. So Chanelle, Ruepa, and I are meeting with Fernando to try to make sure that none of us go on the block this week.
So Fernando, since you've met everybody,
Yeah.
because the three of us really haven't, do you have any feelings toward anyone?
So right now, the only things I'm basing my nominations on would be interaction. You know, it's the first week, and I
Right.
know some people like to
Definitely.
play it safe and just like not talk. But in a game like this, you know, your voice needs to be heard.
Absolutely.
And so
Mhm.
I want to hear people either play the game or just interact with one another. And I think I'm getting close to my nominations, but so far I honestly haven't picked.
The only thing I really can say is that, like, Fernando, you're not gonna automatically be in this veto competition. So
Yeah.
Right.
if you're thinking about nominees, I would very much respect your nominees if I were to win veto.
Same with
And
me.
also would be
Same.
happy to vote the way that you want to vote since you don't have a vote this week. And you
Okay.
also weren't playing next week. So
That is very true.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
so
don't
you're good.
nominate
You're good
me,
next
I would love
week.
to
Yeah.
not nominate you. Maybe this could be a working relationship. Maybe
I would also not
Hi.
nominate you. And because the
So-
first week is hard.
Yes.
And I have a question. If I were to nominate someone in this room, how would you feel?
Sorry.
I think I'll be honest. I'd probably be upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't want to be nom because there's no pawn that is a safe pawn
Right.
Yeah.
on a block. So I'd rather not be. But the way I think is, there's always a relationship can always be mended. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fernando, of course I'd be upset if you nominated me. You would think it would be in his best interest to work with the three of us. I mean, a relationship could maybe be mended, but I don't know if I could in this situation. If you put me on the block, you're probably dead to me.
I feel like it would be not great to nominate the people in this room, not just because I'm here, but like also I think the most important thing this week is that we don't have a veto replacement. This week is
Yes.
already going to be hard
Oh,
enough.
that's true.
Yeah.
For you,
I didn't think of
Fernando.
that.
You don't want to put 3 people up on the block because that leaves 2 people in this house. They're like going to be like, what's up? And so I don't know if you put any of us up on the block, I feel like we have a strong bond. And I feel like I would take Sam and Chanelle down.
Wait. Pause. Record scratch. Did Ruepa just say that he was going to take Sam and Chanelle down in this competition while they were in the room? Oh, wait. Hold on. That's such a weird thing to say.
It would be rough. I don't know. I would want to respect your decision in your nominations.
Mhm.
But if I go up on the block and I win veto, obviously I'm going to have to come down. It's a little scary. I think the best thing this week is just no renoms, a clean vote,
Yeah.
and we can start off week 2 clean
Least amount of blood.
with 3
Yeah.
people in your pocket, honestly. I really hope that Fernando listens to my words and takes it to heart. All 3 of us are sitting here saying, we want to work with you. Don't put us up. But if he decides to ignore that warning and nominate 1 or even 2 of us, then game on.
Okay. I like it. And I know we have a little bit of time left before nominations.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this has been so much fun. And I
Yes.
hope no matter what happens after this week that we all meet up in the summer. But
Oh, yeah.
I want to say,
Oh yeah.
I love you all.
We love
Oh
you.
my
You're so
God.
kind. Stop my heart.
Spoiler alert. It didn't stay like that for long.
It did not. It did not stay that kumbaya. Oh, girl, this is good.
What would
It
you
was not
think?
kumbaya at all for like any amount of time in any episode. Let's just say that.
Oh, it was awful.
There was no kumbaya in this series, girl.
Steven
No, I
and
was feeling pretty
Hamza,
great. Wow.
this is y'all's first time hearing it.
Yeah.
What did you
Yes.
hear?
Yeah, what did you hear? What did you hear?
What did you hear?
I heard you were gonna take Sam and Chanelle down. Is that the part right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
Like, what do you
Like-
what do you think when you think that? Like, you're the
And
HOH,
what would I mean by
and
that?
Rupa's like, I think I'm gonna take them down.
I kind of imply it as like you're gonna take them like down, like get them out, like the
Oh,
curve. That's what
okay.
I think.
Okay.
Honestly, I thought it was the same way, but then they did say that I would take myself down as well. So then I was like, okay, I see what they mean when they're saying down.
Yeah.
Because if you
I
didn't
picked
hear
that up
that,
that way.
also
Mhm.
also Chanelle and Sam are in the room. They're not stupid. If someone says that about them, they'd speak
Yeah.
up. So I was like,
The group is not going to say
unless
that with us right
I was
there.
like, unless these two
Yeah.
are unbothered and they want to go home, which I don't know why they
We're
would
just
want
chilling
that.
for no
Yeah.
reason. We're in
I was like,
danger.
there's
What
no way
else?
they would just let it slide.
vibes.
So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I think he just took that wrong. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sadly, because of this conversation, it does in fact lead to Rupa and Chanelle going on the block. Sage, do you want to talk about the veto comp? Or how we
Yeah.
did veto comps, I guess. We can kind of discuss
Well,
that.
yeah, we could just kind of skim over that. So basically, the best case scenario happened for viewers' sake. Sam ended up winning the veto.
Yep.
So it was
won
like
the
this weird
first one?
situation. Yeah, you won the
did.
first
You
veto.
did win the
Wow.
first
Sam,
one.
you won
It
the
was
first
literally
one.
the best
So-
situation that we
I
could.
mean,
It was
yeah,
bomb.
on the first
Okay,
one.
I found this on the web for what happened for
Hey,
Rebecca
Siri?
and Sam.
Scoop. Sorry, no.
She knows.
Okay,
Not
She knows what
this.
happened this season.
Siri heard the tea and she said, "What?" Okay. Anyways, so yeah, Sam won the veto, and she kind of had this decision of like, I just teamed up with these two people. Who do I use it on?
Yeah.
Because someone has to go home the first week. Basically, long story short, she did end up using it on Chanelle.
Yep.
Which it kind of started this really early on thing of just Chanelle and Sam were like this throughout the entire game.
We're actually
Um,
married now, just so you're all
Yeah,
aware.
we're married. Don't tell Sam's husband.
Very in
It's
love.
fine.
Sam,
Yeah.
I want to ask, was that a hard decision, or did you kind of know what you were going to do when you won?
Oh, no, it was horrible because I wanted to
Okay.
pull you off as well. So, and since it was the first session or episode, I was just trying to think about, well, who is stronger, or like who would take me, or those things. And I felt like both of you would.
Mhm.
So, yeah, no, in the end, I flipped a coin.
Wow,
Hey.
that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
will say, I do remember us having a conversation, and you told me, and I was like, yes, absolutely, 100%. Like, go for it. So
Yeah, it really sucked. I didn't want either of you to go until
Well,
later. We'll get to that.
Oh. Okay.
So what ended up happening the first week is she did use it on Chanelle. Fernando nominated Sair as a replacement, and unfortunately, Ruepa ended up going home first. So he was the first
so
evicted.
sad.
wah, wah.
Flop.
Ruepa, how did you feel after being the first person to go home?
Like awful. Like when people go and like do something new or different in this like realm, and they're like, well, I just don't want to go home first. Like, I come from the lover host world,
Yeah.
and so like that's like a big part of like just get through intros, just get through round one, and it's like so fine. Like, you'll feel good after that. So that was kind of like where my brain was, where I was just like, all right, like just get through week one. I thought that I gave a really convincing argument to Fernando. So I honestly, before noms, I thought it was chill vibes, and then it wasn't. And so I don't remember how hard I worked to stay, but I feel like I probably did. I don't know if y'all know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there
I did
actually was.
okay.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Dylan. You
No,
go
no, no,
first.
no, no. You go first. You have more insight. You listen to these you listen to this so much.
Season is ingrained in my brain.
Yeah.
Basically, so there was actually a moment where you and Fernando, Rupa, you
Mhm.
kind of made up the miscommunication, and Fernando felt awful. Like, he was like, I cannot believe I misunderstood that. And he ended up at the veto meeting telling the whole house, hey,
Oh
I misheard Rupa, and I really don't want Rupa to go home. And Sarah was like, what? You don't want her- but I also don't want Sarah to go home, but like somebody has to go home, and I think the train is moving, blah blah blah. And so there was that moment of
Yeah.
closure, but you ended up going home. He was right, the train was already moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had talked about like the damage was done, I appreciate him doing that. He definitely did not have to. Like, he could have just been like, "Hey, sorry, got bad ears." But like, it's just like, yeah, it just sucked. It sucked bad. It was like, I mean, I don't know. I was like, damn, I was so excited for it, and then I just went
Yeah.
first. So, yeah, womp womp.
Yeah.
But we will. I will say. Can I say, Dylan?
What?
Like
Oh,
a spoiler.
yeah, if you want.
Because we kind of need to skip over the next few weeks anyway. So,
I sure did.
basically, the first 3 evicted house guests. This was pretty much one of the only twists we had this season. Is that we had a comeback competition, and one of them came back.
Yep.
And it did end up being Ruepa. So
Yeah.
Ruepa did come back.
Yeah, it was
Ruepa
like
did
a
come
full
back.
circle thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wasn't even close, right?
No, it was incredibly close, but I'll just like brush over this really quick. All of our veto competitions and all of our normal competitions were usually just like web-based games. And then we were gonna make a Sims equivalent of it in The Sims. So you weren't like the challenge you did in the game was not the same challenge that your Sims would be doing, but the winner would be the winner of whoever won that challenge. And yours was like Wordle, I think.
It was Wordle.
Yeah, and you got it right before someone else did. And so you ended up making your way back in. I guess we can kind of brush over the first 2 episodes or the other 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's more so just like bonds are forming. There is one giant alliance that we probably should talk about that has formed in those episodes. Do you want to kind of explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so it actually kind of came about because of everything that happened the first week. So skipping ahead the next couple weeks, the 2 HOHs were Hamza and Sam in that order. And I think it really solidified when Sam became HOH.
Yep.
It's an alliance called the Pink Lemonade Alliance.
Oh my God.
So it was 5 people. It was actually 4 of the 5 of them were in this call.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Hamza wasn't in it.
3.
So Chanelle,
Hamza was in it.
Steven, Sam, Fernando, and Haydn were the 5 people, which at that point it was the majority of the house.
Yeah.
And it was actually a very successful alliance. They kind of
was.
dominated the first several weeks of the game.
They
But
did.
the twist here is that when
Oh,
the comeback
God.
competition happened, Ruepa came back in and it just split everything up. Because obviously Ruepa had the A team with Chanelle and Sam. They're like, well, we kind of have 2
were
options to go
committed.
here.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I had the clip of it, but basically when Ruepa came back in, there was a conversation with those 3 where they just immediately were like, okay, we're back into this. This is you're here to
Yeah.
stay.
And I'll say the whole time, even after the show, I didn't know that the pink lemonades, whatever, is that what it's called? Pink lemonades?
Pink lemonade.
I did not know until I was like doing confessionals and I asked a question. And Sage was like, yeah. And I was like,
Wait, really? I thought we told you.
no.
we didn't.
No,
We
you
didn't.
didn't.
No.
It was kind of a lie.
You know who told me? Sarah. You know who
And-
said no.
And now there's a whole I don't want to spoil when.
We'll watch it.
Oh, we'll watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a
Happens in
whole
that
thing.
episode.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So then we get into week number 4. Ruepa is back in the game. And
we have the clip of Ruepa coming back if we want to play that.
yeah, I would love to. It's a funny little clip.
Episode 5, event 2.
Okay.
Again, no footage, but basically it's just we have to keep in mind too, guys. We'll play it for the rest of the clips. If there's ever me talking with a really bad microphone, it's me voicing over what Dylan would have recorded.
Yes.
Before.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I will literally be speaking and be like, "Hey, it's 8-bit Dylan. It's not me." It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I actually changed my voice. Yeah. Yeah, they were editing markers. Okay, let me flip to this camera. Okay. Here we go. Can you all see my screen that I'm streaming? Okay. Here is some of the footage, some more behind the scenes unreleased footage of Sims Big Brother.
house guests.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
I need everyone to report to the living room.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, house guests.
Hi, Dylan.
So, as you all know, 3 house guests have been evicted so far this season. But what you didn't know is that Ruepa, Rin, and Coral just competed in a competition. And one of the 3 of them is about to re-enter the game.
No.
No.
Oh
Barricade
my
the
God.
doors.
None of these 3 people coming back is good for the pink lemonades. But if Ruepa came back, Ruepa would be the best option because then we can get the A team back together with Sam, and I would love that so much.
Yeah, I'm gagged.
Oh
What?
my god. I'm hoping and praying it's not Rin walking through those doors. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but that exit speech, I don't want to go through that again.
All right, let's see who's coming back into the house.
Wait, before I continue this, we should also mention that Rin went out swinging. That, like, if Rin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The flashbacks I just got to the exit speeches.
Yo, Rin.
Girl, I was dodging bullets every time.
Okay, sorry. Back to the reveal.
I'm back, bitches. I'm so happy to see Sam and Chanelle, and we are gonna take over this house.
Welcome back.
Y'all missed me, don't lie.
So congratulations, Ruepa, who has successfully fought their way in the comeback competition and ended up winning a spot back in the game.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank
welcome
you.
back.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
back.
Thank you. Y'all are being nice now.
And Ruepa, since this is your first week back in the house, you have also been granted immunity this week.
Oh my
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Do I still get to compete though?
You do still get to compete.
Oh,
Hey.
hell
Spicy.
yeah.
All right, house guest, it's time for the head of household competition. So head to the backyard.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
My
excited.
allergies.
Everyone put on your sunscreen.
Yeah.
Hey, Maddie Marchant. I sadly the show is not happening. This is it got canceled, so that's why we're doing a little bit of a tribute to it.
Sorry, Netflix was producing it.
Yeah, Netflix actually did a
Yeah.
cease and desist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yo,
I gotta collect the taxes on it.
yeah, no, it was just it was a lot of time and energy put into it that sadly we had to cancel over it. But anyway, Ruepa coming back into the game was such a Sam's home. Oh my God, Sam!
I ran so fast.
I'm so sorry, Sam.
Hi.
Oh, you're so cute, Sam.
Oh my gosh, I look like a greasy dog right now. Travel baby. But I'm here to commit to the bit.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. No, Sage and I were messaging back and forth, and unreleased behind the scenes, we were so hoping for Ruepa because Ruepa was gonna cause the most chaos if you came back, and so
Sound like me.
and when you came back, bitch, when you came back. Yeah, Sage, do you want to kind
I
of go?
didn't even know. Like, I was just coming back. I had my girls. Like, I was like, "Yay, time
Oh,
to
you
play!"
had no
I
idea
guess.
everything that had happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing.
Stuff was brewing bad.
Also, can I just say, like, in between all of those episodes before you even came back, the amount of time Chanelle and I just talked about how much we were so sad that you were gone.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
was
I
a mourning
tried to
moment.
save Ruepa. Like I tried.
Yeah. Like, I hate it here. This game sucks. Thanks. The roof is gone.
Oh, and then spoiler, not spoiler, the tears definitely came from Sam this season.
I'm just a baby. Don't perceive me.
So Sage, what happened after Ruepa came back?
Actually, before we move forward, I'm
yeah.
gonna share my screen if that's okay and play that
Ooh.
clip that Hamza referenced.
Oh
Um,
yes,
God.
it's
So
spicy.
week 2, even though it would be episode 3, Hamza was HOH, and Hamza did what a lot of Big Brother players are scared to do, and just said, "Let's target," or not scared to do. He basically just said, "We're going to target the people who aren't talking, the floaters, instead of targeting big threats." And so, the final nominees I think were Coral and Rin.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, the final nominees were Rin and Steven, because Steven got put up as a replacement.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's right.
And I think at the, if I can find it, at the thing, he basically put up Steven and said, like, everyone's friends with you, so no one's gonna vote for you. Or something like
I
that.
think it was something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Everyone,
So
Steven was like a subtle social threat. Everyone was saying
Yeah.
that Steven's friends with everyone. And yeah, it was wild. Like everyone used that against you and for, like to work with you.
You know, honestly, I'm a people person. I try to interact with everyone, you know? And that kind of can help me or hurt me. But you know, honestly, I'll bite back if I need to.
All right, you got that footage, Sage?
Yes, I do. So I'm gonna share my screen. This is fully not edited at all. It's just like raw audio from the show. This is Rin was evicted that week and Hamza was HOH. So just listen and keep in mind this is Dylan announcing the vote and Rin getting evicted.
And house guests, the votes have been read. And with a vote of 6-0, Rin, you have been evicted from the Sims Big Brother house. All right, now everyone, you may mute and react.
I'm sorry, Rin.
Sorry, Rin.
Y'all aren't
Sorry.
sad. Y'all aren't sad.
No, I am.
No, we're sorry.
No, we are.
Also, watch out for Hamza.
Oh.
Oh.
Me tell them. I will miss you, Rin.
Goodbye, Coral.
Miss you.
Bye, Rin.
Bye,
Bye,
Rin.
Rin. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Watch out for Hamza.
My favorite part of that. My favorite part about that is Coral going
to
like
sneak that in.
Coral's like, "Oop, get him."
Yeah, literally. I was like, no, you saying that out loud.
It's so funny.
So going
miss me.
forward
Oh,
for the rest of
no.
the season, I'm gonna be fully transparent as the editor of the season. That one statement tanked Hamza's game. He
It
never
did.
recovered from it.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
it's brought up maybe I flashed back to it at least like 5 more times of people talking about it, being like, well, and you know who talked about it the most? Steven. Steven kept being like, I just don't trust Hamza. Do you guys remember what Rin said?
I really did. Like I feel the sus vibes, you know?
Damn. Hamza, you got sussed out.
I felt
I
like
love how
people
I
were
was being
sussing
the
you
one
out too.
sussed out when I was not in any alliance. Girl, I was fighting my own
It's so
battles.
true, though.
And the
It's
people
so
sat
true.
in 2 alliances like, you know what? This one's a threat to us.
The whole time I'm like, Hamza's no threat to me. Me and Hamza are good. Like we're
Literally-
tight. Like yay.
Literally, I was so cool with Sam and Chanelle too. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, I think
obsessed.
like that's kind of like what happens going into episode 5. You have to remember that the Pink Lemonades had this overwhelmingly powerful alliance to where they had a majority of the numbers, and it put specific members of the alliance in awkward positions. It put especially Sam, because Sam was really good friends with Hamza in the game and had to constantly fight to save Hamza from her own alliance.
I fought so hard until I couldn't. And
Yeah.
it sucked. It tore me up.
Yeah.
Something I could add to this, when I came back, I didn't know anything about the game. And I thought that Sam and Hamza were like working together because
Yeah.
I distinctly remember it was Sam's HOH. And you were like, I don't know. I like Hamza. No need to put him up. No worries. Like you were so nonchalant, and I was like, okay. So I was Team Hamza.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know any better. I didn't hear that. So
what's this?
Oh,
We have
let
another.
me clear that up actually. So because
Yeah.
Hamza is the one, I don't know if that aired. It was either episode 1, I think it was episode 1, or maybe it was 2. Hamza pulled me aside for a private conversation and told me like, hey, this is what happened with everybody against y'all, and this is why it happened. It's because you were easy. And he was like, and I don't like that. And I was like, I vibe with you. And ever since, I was like, I'm going to protect you tooth and nail until I can't. Because you did that. You didn't have to, and you did that. And that was so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
Hamza
so cute.
actually.
It was so cute too. I would have like little debriefings with Sam, like literally every other episode. I'd be like, "So, just checking
Girl
in."
chat.
And I should this may give a little bit of context. The way that we filmed the show was unlike other minis where it's just kind of free flowing dialogue where you can hop between rooms. This was very, very different. You were given basically like social hours where you had to clock into a room. And so you'd be like, I want to speak in room A for round 1. And you could see everyone who also clocked in to go into room A. And so you would have an uninterrupted, no one could go in and out of the conversation for like a solid 3 to 4 minutes. You could have a conversation with those people in that room and form a plan. And so we did that in rounds. There were about like 6 rounds, 6 to 8 rounds within these beginning weeks. And then they got less and less social hours as the season went on. So that's why you see a lot of these conversations probably were a bit spicier and like were more dramatic because they knew that time was of the essence and they might not be able to talk to these people again for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it helped.
Yeah.
It was a really cutthroat game because of that, which I think is, I think more mini should be played like that because it actually helped a lot. And also helped that you guys were a really good cast and you were willing
Yeah.
to do that. But yes, it
Uh-huh.
was really good. And I'll add to, Sam, that was going to be aired of that Hamza moment. That's kind of when all of that started. And Hamza didn't just come to you. He actually went to all 3 of those from the A team and told all 3 individually.
I was like, I
Yeah.
think I remember him talking to me about this. So I was like, this sounds familiar. This conversation sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's a montage of him
Yeah.
pulling
Quality
all 3 of you
improvement,
aside.
baby.
Yeah. It was so that's why I was like, I really like Hamza. So every time everyone was going after him, like, no.
I do want to quickly touch on the episode before this one. Sair does end up going home, and there is this genuinely great moment between
Oh gosh.
Sair and Ruepa.
I think this is the episode we're gonna air, Dylan.
Oh, is it? Is it? Okay, okay.
I think we'll see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Sorry, I'm reading the chart wrong. That's my bad.
I think you meant to say. I think you meant to say Haydn is the one who goes home before this.
that is what I meant to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Ride or
no.
die.
The PTSD from that.
Yes.
That was awful.
Oh, this was a crazy one.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we'll actually
girl.
transition into that in this next scene. I think this is the first clip that I fully edited and shared with the cast, so I think the cast has seen it.
Yeah.
But basically, long story short for this week, Hamza won another HOH, so more blood on his hands.
Yep.
And the final nominees ended up being Haydn and Fernando, which, just for a refresher, those are 2 people from the Pink Lemonades. So it's the first time that a Pink Lemonade member had to go
Both
home.
people, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, and
That was
the
rough.
reason for this is kind of because Ruepa just came back and Ruepa was immune. So
Yeah.
again, it kind of just, the alliance was forced to split up.
Yep.
So right before the eviction's going to happen, the clip we're going to play is the veto ceremony where Fernando gets put up. So just all the tensions this week, keep in mind, it's leading up to Pink Lemonades are going to have to take out one of their own. And everyone is rubbed the wrong way by Hamza, basically except for Sam at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind when you're about to watch this clip.
Yeah, and remember if you Oh, sorry, go on. Oh, I was just
No, I'm just telling Sage, stop it.
okay. I should also remember what I said earlier. Remind everyone. I did say Haydn would most likely, how we assumed, would be the fan favorite in this season, just because Haydn has some wild moments, and this is one of them. All right, let me switch to this. All right, enjoy, y'all. This is at the eviction, isn't it? Eviction ceremony or a
So
veto?
this is the veto ceremony when let me see who had the veto.
Oh, we should
won the veto and took herself down.
And we should also note that how we did the show was it went veto ceremony immediately into eviction ceremony. So they did not have time to chat in between the veto and the eviction, which also led to a lot of drama because someone could be put on the block and then had no time to plan on how they were going to save themselves.
Season?
That was like that the whole season. We purposely did that because we wanted it to be cutthroat and you to plan in advance. You're like, shit, who could be the replacement? And let's start talking about that now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
This is the veto meeting. Haydn and myself have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of those nominations. So, for the sake of my own game, this week I will be choosing to use the veto on myself. Hamza, since I have just vetoed one of your nominations, you must now name a new house guest as a replacement nominee.
So the reason why I am nominating this person is because it's too early of a game to get a lot of blood on my hands, and seeing as though the vote was pretty close last week, I think the safest bet for my own game would be to nominate Fernando.
Okay, well, before y'all adjourn this, I have something to say. Hamza, you're like, I'm assuming past high school. Did they teach you how brains work? Because, like, I'm very confused. I'm really confused by all your words and then your actions, they don't follow through. I think everyone agrees.
Okay, if you have your mind made up already, then I don't know why you're coming at me, because nothing I say will change what you're thinking.
I'm just
That
asking
wasn't
a
a
question.
question. That was a very pointed statement.
No, it
that
was a
you made.
question with a question mark at the end. That's how questions are formed.
Well, I'll choose not to answer it because it wasn't asked in the most respectful way.
Do you want me to like reword it then? I agree. I was a bit upset, but that's just because I'm so hurt right now. But I can try rewording it a different way then.
I don't think that would help currently.
Okay, that's alright. I respect that.
I have something to say also. Hamza, you did tell me something that everyone was gunning for me, and yet when I spoke to people,
Oh my
it seems like
God.
that wasn't the case. So I respect the gameplay. I just hope I'm here next week.
Ooh, the girls are fighting. This house is blowing up. I have no idea what I missed, but Hamza's game is going down.
All right, then. Well, with that, this veto meeting is adjourned.
It makes me so sad that we couldn't make this show happen.
I
It's
know the drama.
the drama. Sage,
So
you
spicy.
Sage, you are on another fucking level with your editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was a full fucking episode. That was a full real world like Big Brother episode that we just saw
Like
there.
if you close your eyes, you can just like see that happening on TV. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
totally.
Literally.
I would love to interject by saying I had just gotten back. I didn't have a clue what was going on.
Literally.
If I was there, IRL,
Literally.
I should have been looking
You're like
back
the
and
kid
forth.
who's at a sleepover and their parents are yelling at your friend, and you're just like, what?
What happened?
I can go home
Yeah.
now.
So I'm curious, chat. What was your thoughts? Please put them in. Like, if you saw that, what would y'all think? I'm sorry, I cut you off, Ruepa. What were you saying?
No, that was pretty much it. Just that I had no idea what was going on, and I came in and it was just like at an 11.
Yeah.
Not a 10, an 11. I was like, okay.
It's also really funny. I want to point this out. So Haydn tried so hard to get a pink lemonade out for several weeks, and was
Not
trying.
just that pink lemonade. Fernando specifically.
Fernando, yeah.
Haydn had been trying to get Fernando out for weeks. Like literally, that's their whole storyline. Was just like, I need
And they're in
Fernando
the
out. I do not
same
trust him.
alliance?
They're in the same
Yeah.
alliance, yeah, and that's why.
I felt it.
and that's why I think Haydn would have been like the underdog and would have been the person that people would have been rooting for is because everyone kind of went with the status quo, and then Haydn was there just ruffling the feathers, throwing votes, trying to like get something done in the house, and it never fucking worked. And I want to talk about that, Steven. That was your ride or die. You and Haydn all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I felt that connection, and I'm like, me and Hayden, we're going to last until the end. And then I was like, when Hayden left, I was like, I'm sad now, and I'm all alone. I was
Yeah, we felt that. We felt that you and Hayden, like, I think we knew you and Hayden were really close. I feel like someone told us that you were. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, I'm down with Hayden going, like, this is fine because I'm
Oh, I
like, they're
think- I
so
think I told
close, you
you.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you told me that they were close. So I was like, well, that's an easy decision.
I remember I had a conversation with Steven, and he told me that like he was still iffy on me because of his relationship with Haydn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it
Mhm.
was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And so with that, we now move on to the full episode, correct? That we have edited.
Yes.
So you are about to watch a fully edited episode of Sims Big
Yay.
Brother from beginning to
Here
end.
we go.
Yeah, go Sage.
Just a couple notes on it. Yeah, so it is all the clips make an episode. We're gonna watch clip by clip. That way we can like chat about it in between.
Yeah.
The only things that are missing from this episode are it kind of just fades into Hayden being evicted. And then before the HOH competition, we'll explain how it works. We didn't get time for the voiceover, and we also did not have time to get the veto competition, but that's fine because we'll just tell you who won. But everything else is a full episode. Once again, it's a black screen with names, so just focus on the names.
Yeah.
There is, however, one. I don't know if I told you, Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan actually like kind of tested some footage with the Sims.
Yeah.
So the first conversation is Sims talking in a room. So we'll at least get a little taste of that.
Yeah. You will get a taste. Did you want me? Oh, episode 6. Here it is. I see it now.
Yes, they should be in order in the frame file. So if you just.
Oh, okay. Not the MP3. The actual episode 6.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll just they're in order there. So if you'll just start with event 1, and then we can go and chat in between.
Okay, I just want to make sure it goes event 1, then HOH, C1, C2. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. This is exciting. Okay. Here we go. We like I said, like Sage said, we will go clip by clip. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna share it so that way you guys y'all can like see it on Discord. I think I forgot to do that last time. I apologize. Share my screen. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Grab your drinks. Yeah, grab your popcorn. You're about to watch a full episode of Sims Big Brother.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it was nice knowing everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is so sad.
This is awful. So, I was the only vote to keep Hayden last week. I vote to evict Fernando. Hayden, I did everything I could to try to save you this week, and I really hope you stay in this house. I'm a little disappointed that everyone was willing to save Fernando over Hayden. I think Fernando is a huge target in the house. Why would you not take a chance to get him out?
Okay, thank you again. I think we have a lot to talk about because what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just the yeah from everyone. I love it. The hardest part of seeing my friend Haydn go was sitting in that chair for so long. My butt fell asleep, but you can bet that I plan on not sitting there again. And Hamza, honestly, no hard feelings from like, I get it. It's a game. We're having fun. Let's start fresh for next week.
I guess I wasn't the only one playing games though, because people are telling you something different to what they were telling me. So I guess we'll both find out what happens this week.
Ugh, what is up with me and these messy HOH reigns, girl? I just got called out hard at that last veto meeting, and now it just seems like everyone's mad at me. I think I might need to lay low this week and try to regain some trust in this house.
Yes, that was the first clip of it. Thoughts, feelings. The Sims? The Sims chatting.
The Sims.
Cute.
So
Steven
cute.
Peterson is so
Killed it,
stinking
Sayge.
cute.
It's so sad. I know. It's just I'm in my head, I'm imagining what it would look like and what it would be like. Next, let's get right into the HOH. Unless you want to, does anyone have any comments? There's okay. Right into the HOH.
Their outfits are so cute.
Yes.
The outfits.
Sage killed it. Needs more Wicked
Killed
Whims.
it.
Agreed. 10 butt. Agreed.
Oh my god.
What are wicked whims?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Don't worry
Google
about
it.
it.
Google
Don't
it, girl.
worry.
Google
No,
it.
don't. It's fine. It's fine.
Google it.
Maybe don't
I'm gonna
Google it,
protect
actually.
my peace on this one.
Maybe don't Google it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. HOH.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
words.
wait, Dylan. Wait, let's explain it really quickly.
Oh,
We
yes.
can cut that out.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, basically, long story short, this competition was they were standing in front of this like magical pond in booths, and slowly like words were getting like letters were coming up, and they were trying to guess a phrase. And then once the Sam is reacting. Once the phrase was guessed, whoever guessed it first got 3 spots in the wheel. Second got 2 spots, third got 1 spot, and then everyone got 1 spot automatically. So you'll see in this clip, it's just a wheel on screen. It was supposed to be in a pond and like be all like slay. But yes, at the end of the competition, the wheel will be spun, and whoever it lands on will be the HOH.
Yes. Okay. So this is just so silly. This is what the HOHs would have been like.
I'm still shaking from last week. I had to win that veto to save myself, and I feel like I'm at the bottom of this house right now.
I still have yet to win a competition. I'm going to have to focus to make sure that I guess this phrase first and get the most spots on the wheel.
All right, house guests, keep an eye out for letters because this competition begins now.
Now that I have my second chance in this game, I'm still playing catch up. I gotta win so I can make some big moves this week.
I'm still upset that Haydn had to be the first casualty of the pink lemonades, but I still want to try and keep the alliance strong. I plan to keep laying low in this game. There's way too many bigger targets than me, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable in this house.
Oh my god, I think I've got the phrase. I hold the power.
I caused a lot of damage last week, and I really don't want to win HOH again. But I feel like other people have buzzed in already, so I'm gonna go ahead and buzz in.
Oh my god. I'm standing here looking at this pawn, and I'm trying to guess these letters. I hand the pepper. I hand the pepper. What am I handing? I hand the pager. Oh, we missed those. I hand the pager. No, I hand the pepper. I still am holding the pepper. What else am I holding? I hold the power. Oh my god, am I holding the power?
They're just so silly.
Oh my god.
I'm really hoping I buzzed in fast enough. I need as many spaces on that wheel as possible to make sure I have the best chance of winning this HOH.
All right, house guests, now that everyone has buzzed in, let's peer into the reflecting pool and see the results. The phrase was, I hold the power. Chanelle, you buzzed in first, and your answer was, I hold the power, which means congratulations, you have earned 3 additional spaces on the wheel.
Yes.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I won
Job.
something. Miracle.
I can't believe I got first place. 3 extra spaces on the board is a huge advantage. If I can't pull out this HOH win, I will be so heartbroken.
The second person to buzz in was Sam. And Sam, your answer was, I hold the power, which means congratulations, Sam, you have earned 2 additional spaces on the wheel.
Oh.
Queen
of
ballet. Okay.
Good job.
Yes, good job.
You said, oh. And the third person to buzz in was Fernando. Fernando, your answer was, I hold the power, which means congratulations, Fernando, you have earned 1 additional spot on the wheel.
Congratulations.
But reminder to everyone else that you all started off with 1 space, so this is still anyone's chance to win this competition. Now let's peer even deeper into the reflection pool to see who will become the new head of household.
No,
Let's go.
Not the no.
Oh no.
I'm so disappointed I didn't win. I'm not feeling very comfortable in this house, but I'm hoping that with Sam as HOH, I can go up there, try to make that connection a little stronger, and I'll be able to figure something out this week with her.
You just want to watch my world burn.
Oh no.
I did not want another HOH. I'm pretty aligned with everyone left in the house, so some trust is going to be broken this week.
Drama.
Drama, mama.
Drama. Okay, wait. Let me switch back to this.
Her
Well,
head in her hands.
so Sam, let's talk about this real quick.
I have so much anxiety right now.
I'm so sorry. No. Okay, let's start with Chanelle then. Chanelle, like, you wanted to win a competition at this point in Sims Big Brother so bad. You had
So
come
bad.
so close in like
Every
almost
single time.
Yeah, almost every time.
Yeah. Every single time she was almost second. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the feeling?
Yeah, I was like so mad because anytime you play a Big Brother game, you kind of need to build a resume, and the fact that I was just kind of hanging out and just kind of there, I didn't want to be seen as a floater, so I was like, I gotta start winning things or else like this looks horrible for me. So when I came so close, it was super annoying. I was like happy it was Sam, but at the same time I'm like, Sam would be okay with me, so it didn't even matter if it was either of us. It's just for my own game at the end of the day.
When you got first place, like you got the most
Yeah.
spots, and then you did.
I'm like,
Yeah.
of course it's right next to Sam too, right?
I'm gonna stop you and say you were very important in this game. You weren't floating or anything. You worked
Totally.
hard and you hustled.
Oh,
You
no,
had an
no.
alliance.
Yeah.
You had several alliances,
Thank
and
you,
you did.
thank you.
Yeah.
You weren't on yet, baby.
Yeah.
No, I knew I did good, but you need those. Sometimes you need those wins, just to.
Yeah.
Towards the end, especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
All
say
right.
my.
Let's
It sucks because of how much I love and respect the hell out of Chanelle. And I knew she wanted this. And I don't know if it was this week or the week before, but I was like, I'm going to throw. And if you heard it during my little confessional thing, I was like, okay, I think people have submitted. Why are you so slow, by the way? But anyway, oh my God, I waited so long, what I thought would be long
It
enough.
was a long
And then
time. In
I
the real
heard
game,
second, and I was like, "There's no way! There's no way!" And so I was pissed. And then I also had anxiety because I was like, "Please don't land on me. All I need is one of my names on there, and that's all it'll take." And I didn't want that.
I'm kind of shocked I lost to Fernando.
It did.
I'm bad with words.
I took a long time to submit.
Wow.
Okay.
I threw so
By the
bad.
end of it, we almost had the whole phrase like typed into the chat or whatever.
Stop.
It's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna now see how does Sam react to now having HOH, more power. I should preface
That she didn't want.
that she didn't want it. And
Yeah, who aren't you aligned with at this point, by the way?
Honestly.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sarah.
Yeah.
The only person that's like shit and bricks. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't want that confessional. That I think that's the first time I actually paid
Yeah.
attention to this. I didn't really like listen the last time, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Let's see what happens after the HOH.
I mean, congrats on your
Congrats.
second HOH.
I
win.
can't win everything.
We're so close.
Whenever I heard honestly, when I heard us three, I was like,
Perfect.
Yes.
Then I
The
kept
odds were
saying-
high.
I honestly, I would have loved either for Chanelle or myself to get it this week because
Me
I
too.
think it's going to be an interesting week.
yeah, last week was horrible. I did not want to send Haydn home at all, and I hate
I feel
like,
so, yeah.
I feel really
things
bad for
were against
Haydn.
them. It's just like, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for this week?
I have no idea.
Well, I can give you one.
Yeah, tell me. You tell me what to do.
Well, Hamza has to come up.
You think?
Oh, please. Easy.
It
Okay.
could be a good opportunity to keep him one more week.
Hamza talks to me. Like, he always invites me into the room by myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like,
I mean, if you don't see it as good for your game, then maybe.
because I feel like
put
he's
Hamza,
good
yeah.
for our game.
I'm just so frustrated that I have still yet to win a competition. Yes, I'm glad that Sam won, but at some point, I'm gonna have to win something to be able to do what I want. If I was HOH, I would get out Hamza. But Sam doesn't even want to put him up.
What about
Yeah.
Sair? How do you feel about Sair?
I love Sarah, but I don't have any alliance with her at all.
No, I don't think she has allegiance with any
Like,
of
I have
us.
Yeah.
y'all and Steven.
Okay, here's a crazy idea. What if you do Sair and Steven?
I need to talk to Steven.
Yeah, because then if
Yeah.
you do Sair and Steven, if Sair wins, you can, like, you don't have to, but I would put up Hamza.
Yeah.
Not
The only
from
problem with Sarah is that she's incredible at winning veto.
I know, so I mean,
Yeah.
if she goes down,
Yeah.
you just put up Hamza or whatever, right?
I have no idea. I really don't.
Oh, Sam.
This week is going to be extremely difficult. I'm trying to get the pink lemonades to think that Hamza
No.
is good for their game. But in reality, I like the friendship Hamza and I have, but I don't know how to convince the others to keep him. Sarah and Hamza are the only two people that are on the outside of the pink lemonades, so it would be easy for me to nominate them. But it's not that easy. I have a great relationship with Hamza. This is why I didn't want this HOH.
Sage.
I love my angry face.
Oh my god.
Why'd I look so shady?
I haven't
was
even
also
seen
shady.
this. I
Oh,
haven't
you
even.
haven't?
This is amazing. Oh my
It's
god.
amazing, yeah.
I'm sad of what could have been.
I know, I know. Can we also just point out I was losing my shit to see. I wish I could have shown all of y'all's reactions to that news that happened in the episode. Steven's face when he heard Chanelle put his name out there.
Yeah.
This is
Oh
news.
my God,
Steven had no
yeah.
idea.
Okay, can I explain? Can I explain? Okay.
You have some explaining to do, actually.
Okay,
to
so
two
at-
people in the call.
yeah, so at
And
this,
after you're done with him, you can direct
Yeah.
it at me.
I'm gonna do it both in one shot. Okay, so at this point of the game, Hamza was just like so far on the like shit
Yeah.
list. Okay, so it just didn't even make sense for him not to go on the block at that point. So I was like, okay, like
True.
you got to put him, but I felt like Sam was like super hesitant, so I was trying to give more options. So I was like, okay, just do Sarah and Steven. And I only did Steven because if you think of the if you think about all the alliances that we have in the game with the with Pink Lemonades, like we also had Ruepa. So I'm like, I'm not going to throw Ruepa in there. That's just like a person that could go, right? So at the end of the day, like Steven, you were safe if you either one of those two were next to you. So it was just like kind of just like a pawn moment, but it was like in case of some weird thing happening, I was like, you know, it's good. So that's where I was just thinking, but I was trying to give Sam options so that like she had no choice but to put up Hamza at that point, because I was like, there's no way of saving him. Like no one is gonna save him at this point, you know? So
Yeah.
that's it. And I was really close with Hamza and stuff too, but it was like at the point of the game where we're like, it's too close to the end. Like
100%.
we can't keep doing this at this point.
Also,
right?
I was not to toot my own horn, but I was also pretty good at winning competition.
That
So it
too-
wasn't
that
just
too.
it wasn't just the fact that everyone didn't like
That
me. It was the
too.
fact that I was also winning.
Yeah, you're killing it. So it was
Yeah.
just like I was good with you. I really didn't want to put you up, but it was compromising.
But from a game
position.
perspective, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's all it was. So I was just I was trying to play it off cool though in the room. That's why it was if it was me and Sam talking, it would be kind of more
Completely
sincere.
different, yeah.
But Fernando was in the room, so I had to play it off like I had no relationship with you whatsoever.
Yeah, true.
At that
Whenever I
point.
made the
Yeah.
like he talks to me comment, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, so I was like trying to play it off like, yeah, you know, whatever. But it was more that. And I think at that point, like, I think me, Sam, and Fernando like kind of had a side thing at that point
you had
too.
you had an alliance called the Empty Glass because you drank all the lemonade.
Yeah.
I forgot all of this.
Steven, have you heard about this?
Sam's like blocked all of it out.
So yeah, Steven, they after Haydn left, those three made an alliance. They basically were like, let's mend the bridges from the first week and go because Ruepa's gone, we'll just work together. And we drank all the lemonade, so it's the Empty Glass.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, I'm just in shock.
The names, yeah,
I
the names,
forgot.
iconic.
I forgot. Yeah, so it was really hard to play in between like three alliances at that point. So like, you know, that's all.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Mhm.
I don't want to take
I
a
do want to say super
yeah.
quick. I'm putting some pieces together. I'm doing some critical thinking, and we'll get to it later.
It's so funny because even though this game happened all in one day, like it was so fast, like the gameplay is insane. Like there was every conversation meant something.
Yeah.
Except like
Yeah,
maybe
there
when
was
we're gonna show
there
in a
was no
couple.
like breathing room at all.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So each of these episodes ends up being like 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes is kind of the runtime we were looking for. There is probably an additional 40 minutes to an hour of footage that's just not shown. So like there's so many conversations that happened that just didn't make the air or didn't make the episode. And that's why this season or the show took so fucking long to make. I have so much respect now for people that produce like full-fledged reality shows. There is just so much sorting through conversations and pinning a storyline together for each person. And Sayge was instrumental in that. Like, get Sayge a job in this industry.
Yes.
Yes.
Being story producer.
Yes.
You hear that, CBS?
Okay. On to the next conversation of this episode.
Dylan, I'm curious. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
super quick.
Hello.
How are
Oh, I thought that was in the episode. I was like, when did you say my name?
No. You could probably click on your stream and it might show our cameras at the bottom, like on your Discord.
Wait.
Like you could
hold on.
focus it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, wait. If I'm like this.
No, I just meant like the Discord bubble that you had, like on the other page. It's fine.
Oh.
Like if you click on your stream, it'll probably show the stream large and then all of our little faces.
Oh, you're fucking right. And honestly, need a pay raise. Okay. Let's do this. And then, yeah, this works. Okay, here we go.
You. I'm doing pretty good, you know, coasting, vibing.
Same.
I
feel that.
Yeah. So you had a chit chat with
Yeah, so I don't know why she keeps pulling me and Fernando in together. I don't know if that's just her combo, but it sounds like I feel like Sair is up for debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just worried because I don't know if we have the numbers if we do that. Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. So like
Yeah. Something that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying so hard to talk game with Steven right now, and all I'm getting is, yeah,
I feel like Ruepa would be like a good number for our alliance.
Yeah.
Compared to Hamza, who I feel like is a wild card.
Yes.
Or even Sair.
Like, Steven, I'm literally telling you the plan for this week right now, and all I'm getting back is...
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same. page.
Yeah.
What page is that?
I think I was blanking throughout the whole entire thing. I'm like, yeah,
A little yeah counter is just like dinging constantly.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
Yeah, we were thinking about that.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, look at the little ding.
Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but that conversation, when we listened to it, we knew we had to, because
Yes.
we're not joking. There was no other way to edit that. Like, it was
There really wasn't.
it was like fully one-sided.
Like, yeah.
And
I think that's like my common like language. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't say anything. I'm like, yeah,
I didn't notice it at
Hey,
the
Virgo.
time. And then like Dylan and Sayge were like, this whole conversation that you had between the two, I was like, no, I didn't notice any of that. I read it, I like heard it back. I was like, oh, okay.
It's so silly.
Oh my god.
I love
Also,
it.
not you
It's
throwing
so funny.
me.
Did I
Yeah.
throw you? What happened?
Yeah.
she's like, I don't know why groups me with Fernando. I was like, okay, girl.
I was like, why are we all together? It was really bad. Like I was trying to throw off the scent of the three of us together.
No, I
So I
get
was
it.
like, I don't know why
Yeah.
we keep getting pulled in together. Like that's just so weird.
So
Oh,
silly.
you should put Sam up.
Yeah, you should put
I
Sam up.
never said that. Wait.
She's like, I don't know.
No, I
She's
Well, that's
I was like, wait. I
was
didn't
like,
say it
well,
then.
it's like we'll have to wait and see. Okay. On to the sorry, wrong.
Okay.
On to the next combo. Here we go. Here's the next part.
Oh, yes.
I set up a scene for it, so it's like a larger screen. Let me move. Sorry, give me a second. Move this over.
Also, I really love how, like, now that I can hear y'all's side conversations, how we try to throw the scent off. Like, it's so respectfully, but it's also like, you're not picking up that I love them, right?
Yeah.
We hate
I,
each other.
I hate them too.
Them smells like
They're
Haydn.
gross, icky.
Yeah. Very much that energy. All right, here we go.
Steven,
hello.
what is going on in this house?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Can I just tell you when I voted to evict Haydn? So there was not, in my mind, there was not a plan to keep Fernando, but I was just going to anyways, and I thought I was the solo vote.
No, that was me. I was gonna keep Haydn.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no. Oh no. So I was very shocked. I don't know what Fernando will think. I don't know if anyone's gonna say anything.
I'm
Meh.
literally shocked that people flipped.
Yeah. I'm so devastated that Haydn is gone. But what makes it worse is that I was the only vote to save them. Maybe what Haydn said about me being at the bottom of the alliance is true.
After last week, I'm just so nervous.
Me too, because like I think that like it's gonna go sideways. Because
Yeah.
Hamza and Ruepa, I'm not too close to them at all.
Yeah.
Sam, yeah, kind of not really. Chanelle, we're all like in
Oh.
that alliance.
Hold on. Did Steven just spill his alliance?
I
to
did
me?
not know that.
This is all now starting to add up. He just said he's not close with Hamza or Ruepa. He didn't really mention Fernando. Steven is
I don't know. It's glitching.
definitely in a final three with Sam and Chanelle.
It's hard to say because I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. It's literally just like I'm in the dark with this one.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of feel like that too, honestly. I literally can't believe this all just happened. This is some extremely valuable information. So, if I can use it to my advantage this week, I most definitely will.
So the episode that we thought was going to be so tame, so chill, so everything, ended up being drama. All because
Drama, mama.
Steven could not keep his mouth shut.
Steven had it and
I love that in the conversation, Chanelle, he's just like, yeah. And over here he's like, oh, by the way, we're just in alliance, just so you know, not that you asked or anything, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway.
Super quick, by the way.
I think
Super
I was
quick, by the
really
way.
I think I was blanking for the whole entire thing, and I was like losing my mind, and words were coming out like crazy.
Yeah, I should note we had a production day that was 11 hours long.
Yeah.
With like,
yeah.
And so that like very inhumane conditions. And we had like an hour lunch break, and I think we took like a few restroom breaks, but like everyone was so exhausted. And you'll tell by like, we don't have too much footage from the end of the show, but people are so tired, and y'all really try to still bring the energy, and I love and respect that. But like on the back end, whenever like we weren't on, I could hear y'all go, all right. Like you were just so tired.
Oh, funny note there. We actually re-recorded a lot of Sam's finale stuff because she was so tired.
Yeah.
That is a sleepy baby.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the next combo. Nope, not that
Steven.
one. All right, so mind you, now Sarah has all this juicy info.
All the beans are spilled.
All the beans are spilled.
Well, like part of the beans.
Push play.
Hey. Hi, congratulations.
What is it with me and you? Are we trading?
I hope not, because I don't think you want what happened to me. Honestly, like I won't lie, I'm like genuinely really upset because obviously like when he
not
went for me
again.
like that. I wasn't expecting
Okay, we're
that,
good.
mainly because I had, because like I literally, like I don't know why people like act like I didn't literally tell them what I was gonna do.
And that kind of sold me a little bit more because I was like, oh, I don't want someone to.
Because, like, I'm very confused. I'm really
Oh, can you
confused
turn
by
it
all
up?
your
I'm
words
sorry.
and then your actions, they don't follow through.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can also right click and make it louder if you need to.
It's all the way for me. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, exactly, because I don't know, it just did, like, it left a very bad taste in my mouth because I genuinely didn't want him to go, but after, like, him saying that, like, I genuinely feel like crap, I'm not gonna lie, because, like, it does feel like everyone's saying one thing and then doing something else.
I mean,
So
that is the nature of the game too.
Yeah, so I don't even know, like, what I can suggest to you if you want any advice, because, girl, I don't
You are more than
know.
welcome to, but I also want to be real with you because your
Yeah.
name comes up a lot now.
No, 100. No, I was
and
literally like, you called me to come up here. I was like, if she says that she wants to nominate me, I wouldn't hold anything against her.
thing
Like,
is, I
I know that we
don't.
have. Are you sure?
Yes.
I honestly, I know that like we have a thing, and I honestly, genuinely like you so much, and I feel like we've
really
bonded such a bond, and I'm gonna be so sad if I have to leave.
I'm so torn. On one hand, I could just nominate Hamza and keep my alliance happy. But on the other hand, Hamza is someone in this house who's truly honest with me and would never go against me.
You have to look out for your game, just like I looked out for mine, even though it bit me in the ass. But like, you have to do
Another
that.
thing
So
that I want to tell you, because it is absolutely killing me inside,
yeah.
because I had a lot of conversations, I almost backdoored you.
Oh my god.
Because of I was just having a guilt trip for everybody and I didn't know who to put up.
I am shocked. Sam was considering backdooring me during her last HOH. I mean, why is she even telling me? I have no idea if I'm going on the block or not. But honestly, it's not looking too good for me.
LaShock.
I was okay. So for me, I think to like tell everyone when we say we were close, like genuinely, like I mean we were
Yeah.
so close. Like I think it was pretty obvious to everyone else too that whenever we did get like downtime to have conversations, I would make it a priority to go to Sam.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every single time. So like, yeah, when I heard that, I was like, because I didn't have any sense of anything at all in terms of alliances, especially not with Sam. Like I knew that like Sam and Chanelle were close. That was my only thing. I was like, oh, okay, they're probably working together. But as far as like anyone else, I had no idea. So this was like the first time that Sam and I like talked game in that way. So I think that's what it was.
Let me answer your question from your confessional. I told you because you've always been so honest with me, and I didn't want you
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
blindsided
yeah.
later on when watching it. I was just like, I
Makes
want you to
sense.
know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I value that so much. So I'm sorry again. The
No,
game
it's fine.
sucks. Don't ever invite me
It's
to do
fine.
anything again.
It's
Dylan.
fine.
Too
It's
sweet,
fine.
okay, for this game, all right?
And I was actually crying in that confessional. It was breaking me.
Yeah.
Heart.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it.
Wow.
That confession was so sad.
Those were the real
Oh.
tears.
Those are the real
Real
tears.
tears.
I like
Real
Fernando's
tears.
though.
Really sweet. That sounded so sarcastic. I'm sorry. That's just my cadence.
It was like, anyways, so
No, I just sound like that.
Oh
I
my
was talking about
gosh.
Fernando's, wasn't it? Like in the beginning, he had his like little.
oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God, yeah.
Okay, let's go to conversation 5.
Let's do it. Okay. I'll speak. I'll speak after.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Besties.
I am doing kind of like in between because I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
really
we've hit
thought
the
I was
gap.
gonna vote you out.
Okay,
You
can
really
Okay, can I just
thought.
say thank you because
Of course.
I did not expect it, and
I
when
told you there's no bad blood between us.
I owe you a vote. So, look, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little nervous last week. The Pink Lemonades had to return emoji lemon to the grocery store, and the only 2 votes I knew I could count on were Sam and Chanelle. I'm assuming that Steven was the only vote to evict me, but I have to give it up to Ruepa. He actually stuck to his word and kept me. Are we about to be besties?
Can I just say, so I just feel like a little lost right now because I think somebody just accidentally told me they were in an alliance.
Oh.
And I
Not
don't know
this.
if they realized they did it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So then I was like, okay, so there is an alliance that I didn't really know about. Yeah.
Alliance? Sarah's being so vague right now, and she's not telling me who this person was. I really hope that it wasn't Sam or Chanelle, because if anybody finds out about the A team, I'm so done for.
I will say, obviously, the one vote this week was definitely Steven. Steven told me that Haydn was his ride or die.
I didn't know they had a final 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I expected to go home because I knew Steven was very close to Haydn. I know a lot of other people were very more close to Haydn than they were with me. So
Right. Honestly, Fernando, I really thought people were like throwing your name around, and I was like, you know what? I told you I would keep you. I'm going to keep my word on that. So I will absolutely keep both of you safe, and you guys have my word again.
And I told you that last week too, Fernando, that like, I know that it's hard to trust somebody that like you maybe feel like you burned, but like, I hope moving forward, you'll know that I'm in your corner.
So I decided to keep Steven's alliance spill anonymous for now. I planted a few seeds so people know that there is an alliance, but I don't feel in danger just yet. So I'll keep that information to myself for now, but I do need to talk to Sam since nominations are right around the corner.
Well, it's over. Literally was over the second she's like, hi, so I know about your alliance. I don't know if you're exactly in it, but I don't know what you can do with this information. Like, oh, I feel so bad for Sarah. So bad for Sarah.
I can't believe my first reaction was like, oh no, someone might find out about my alliance. Like,
I was like, I wonder if Ruepa thought it was ours.
Put it together.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was nervous.
Yeah, y'all made it interesting, that's for sure. Like I said, Sayge and I were like, this is gonna be such a boring week. Like, clearly it's just gonna, and then no.
No, we completely forgot about all of this. And honestly, like 70% of it was uncovered listening back because we weren't in all the rooms at all the times.
Yeah.
We had
Also,
no idea
I didn't even know that Sarah said that because she never said it to me. So I was the only one that didn't know.
Sarah didn't trust
Steven
you.
said it. Because Steven said it, and then she told the rest of them. So I was the only one that didn't know. And I was probably
I
the
didn't
only
know
one she should have
either.
told.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and
so
then you would've told
true.
me, and it would have been great.
All right, conversation 6.
Let's do it.
Hi.
Hey, how you feeling? Crying.
No, you're not, please.
I don't like this.
But you're safe.
Maybe. Oh.
It's hard though, I get it. Especially with the less people you're able to choose from. It's fine.
Yeah. I already told Hamza I'm putting him up.
Did you? Yeah.
I just have to be honest, and I think I might put you up as well because
Yeah,
you're
I
stellar
figured.
at veto, and I want you to pull yourself up.
What the? No. So wait, let me get this clear. You're nominating me because I won 2 vetoes and you want me to win again and pull myself down? Something is not adding up here, and I think it's the fact that Sam is in this alliance with Chanelle and Steven. It might be time for me to pull out this information and confront her with it. I figured I'd be going up.
I hate this.
So it's literally the game. Like, this is what we're doing.
I know.
No, it's okay. I know. I think somebody accidentally told me about an alliance I'm not in, so that's okay.
Alliance? Oh no, I'm in a lot of alliances. I really hope that someone didn't spill
Sounds like
one
which
of them
one?
to Sayre, because that could be dangerous to my game. Even though I am heartbroken that I have to nominate her, I think I need to play into it a little bit more to try to get this alliance out of her.
But you know what? This is so fun. This whole
is.
experience. So
Well, I guess if I'm gonna do a little game, did you find out what alliance there was?
Steven, Chanelle, and you. And then I think he left somebody out of it. The way they were talking to me, I think they accidentally thought I was in it because they were like, oh, you know, the alliance with so-and-so and so-and-so. And I was like, oh, no, but now I do, sure.
No, I cannot believe that Steven spilled our alliance to Sayre. This is extremely dangerous because not only can I not trust Steven anymore, but this confirms that Sayre needs to go up and go out as soon as possible.
Okay, so I
I
think
like Angry Sam.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think I remember now Sam telling me that, like, about the alliance being spilled. Now it's coming back to me.
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
mine was empty.
I wish Sarah was here because, like, honestly,
Same.
what was she expecting the answer
Yeah.
to be? Sam to be like, yeah, okay, and like,
I think
like, even if she did confirm it, like,
Moving
what did she
on.
think was gonna happen? Sam's like, oh my god, I'm so
Which
sorry. Do you want to be a
one?
part of it?
Yeah.
You should join.
Wait, yeah.
Oh my god, get in here, girlie.
You'd be
Oh my
Yeah.
god, get in here.
You found us out. You're so smart. Like,
Yeah, oh my god.
The alliance
points
is
to
called the
Gryffindor.
Backdoor.
That was your 4th alliance that you did.
yeah.
I'm too
Oh my God,
overwhelmed.
Alliance
Jesus.
queen.
Only before.
I think we're in 4 alliances, something like that.
There were so
Yeah.
many. It was so hard to keep
It
track.
keeps surprising me because all I remember is A-Team.
Interesting.
And then people I filtering off.
Yeah.
I only remember being a part of 1. That's weird.
I was
And that was
way
the
all
one
the
I was
way.
faithful to.
Well, Ruepa, I was a part of none. So
Well,
That sounds like
You
a
did so
you
well,
problem.
though.
that does sound like a me
Yeah.
problem.
I mean, we were kind of in an alliance. I fought
Yeah,
as much as
kind
I
of.
could.
Yeah,
It
you
was
did.
just, like,
You did, honestly.
it was
Especially that last
secretly.
conversation, because I had no idea that like you talked to Chanelle and Fernando so much about wanting to save me. I had no idea at all. So I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
She really did try, but they hated my guts. So
I didn't hate your guts, okay?
no,
Everyone
I
else
get it. I get
did.
it, Chanelle. I'm just saying, it's a joke. It's a joke. We're all friends. You don't have to watch yourself when you sleep at night. No. Nope.
Okay. Let's move on to conversation 7. Let me preface this because the internet did cut out. Anyone that's now watching this is Sims Big Brother. It is a reality show that Sayge and I worked really hard to try and create. This was already filmed. It was meant to be a Sims recreation of a show that we filmed a year ago. And so everyone that's in this call are contestants who were on the show, and we're kind of recollecting and rewatching some aspects of that show as a send off for the series. So here we go.
Yeah.
It's Evie.
EV2.
Is that veto?
Yeah.
This is the nomination ceremony.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This is the nomination ceremony. It is my responsibility as the head of household to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. The first house guest I have nominated is Hamza. The second house guest I have nominated is Sair. I have nominated you, Hamza, and you, Sair. Hamza, I nominated you because someone has to go up, but we already discussed it. I wish you the best of luck in the veto. Sair, pretty much the same reasons for you. We've already discussed you going up, and I wish you the best of luck in the veto as well. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Clean. That's a clean veto. Doesn't really give any
Yeah, it was a
reasons.
clean veto.
I actually sounded so good there. That was
You
a good
did.
game. Good game, Sam. Good game.
Super clear. Super
We
clear.
discussed it. Nobody else needs to know what we talked about.
Yeah,
It was
we
very
discussed
like we talked.
We
And
talked.
none of you were there.
So Hamza was HOH twice in this season, and both of the HOH speeches were crazy. Like, the reasoning,
Messiana.
Yes.
very messy. So that was really good on Sam to not do that.
Yeah. Sam's like, we got to clean this up. All right. Conversation 7.
I also have a lot of thoughts that I will be saving until a little bit later.
Okay. Yeah. Share them after this. I'm curious.
Oh my gosh, we have all the power this week. Let's go.
I'm so proud of
If you'll
you.
pause,
Okay.
I knew that was gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
Ruepa won the veto.
Oh,
had to
yeah.
cut out
Oh,
the-
Yes.
sorry. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So
We had to cut that out.
nominations happened. Ruepa won the veto. Now this conversation is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won the veto, so we had all the power this week. Wah
Yeah.
wah, wee wah.
Oh my gosh, are you voice actor? It sounded just like you.
Oh my gosh, we have all the power this week. Let's go.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I knew that was gonna be. I just had a feeling it was gonna be you.
I'm here to pull my weight in this alliance.
Let's
like,
fucking
I'm
go.
here. I'm back. Okay.
So
Yeah.
don't
I
use
want it
it
for
because I
you.
don't want to put anybody up.
Okay. Yeah.
My
Sam is over it.
I am. Whomever
will.
leaves, I have so much blood, and
Sure.
it's sticky.
Okay.
So
Who are
for
you
voting,
thinking,
I
Sam?
would say Sarah.
Sarah?
Out.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Sarah's a good,
I
a good
think I have a
competitor.
good bond with her.
This is not a good sign. I was hoping that Ruepa would be on the same page as me and want Sair to go. But it sounds like he has some doubts. I may need to spin this whole alliance spill from Sair to make Ruepa feel like our final 3 is in danger, even though it really isn't.
Y'all can't mention this, but she told me something.
Okay, what'd she say?
She knows we have an alliance.
Okay.
With the 3 of us?
She
Yes.
mentioned, she was like, I think somebody just told me they have an alliance when I talked to her.
Yeah, that's what she told me too.
Okay, we got it. We got to get her out.
Who
That's
told
why-
her?
I don't know.
I
That's why
did
I'm
She's
not
just
tell
picking
her.
up on it.
I think
Yeah.
she's just like, what's it called? Smart.
She's an empath. We have
Yeah.
to vote her
Like,
out.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to go here.
Sarah is super smart and she's a huge target for this week. But it's just super annoying that all my moves are not my own. I always have to go with Sam's moves, but I want to make my own moves. I don't want to be a puppet.
But how do we feel about Hamza and Steven going forward, though? Because I'll be honest, they scare me.
Yeah.
Is there a target moving forward next week?
oh God.
Hamza?
No. Yeah, Hamza.
Hamza?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it would be Hamza.
Okay.
Yeah, in case one of us wins. I think it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Look, I trust my girls. But I would be stupid to think that throughout all the time that I wasn't in this house, that they weren't out there building good relationships with the rest of these people. If I'm being honest, I see Hamza and Steven as way bigger threats than Sair, who's kind of on my side. And although Sam was very adamant about me not using the veto, I know that she's way closer to Hamza than anybody else in this house. I have a lot to consider this week.
Ooh. It's getting so good.
Love this.
Thoughts.
Okay, but the twist of her putting it on the 18
Right?
and not pink lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Clap, clap, clap.
I think that's probably the one and only time Sam's lied so fiercely that she believed it herself.
Yes.
Okay.
That was so good.
I will
was
say
so good.
I did it because I didn't want to lose the trust of Ruepa because A-Team was my ride or die.
True.
And so I wanted to
Yes.
protect that. And if I had told Ruepa that, then I feel like it just would have made even more distrust.
Yeah, that
It was
worked perfect.
Such a good move.
It was so well
Yeah.
done.
So I never heard about Steve. I never heard about Steven
I want to
then.
protect A-Team at all costs.
I'm just here.
I never heard about Steven being the one who spilled the alliance. I thought that the A-Team alliance was spilled. So I actually never knew until literally now.
Yeah, it was me. I'm sorry.
Steven, this is all the chaos that you caused. You can just sit down.
Yes, yes.
I'm just a
And then
silent,
people
you
said
know.
I was messy. I was calm this week.
Am I the drama?
I'm the drama?
Clearly, I'm the drama.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to know, Ruepa, what were your thoughts? Because you said you had a lot to spill.
I have a lot to say before this, and now I have a lot to say
Now there's
after
more.
this, because I did not know. Okay, so what I
Yeah.
wanted to say, and I think it's kind of leading on in the episode, even though I wasn't in the house as long as I was, or so I was out a few weeks, right? So I didn't have the time to get to know people as well. So I had my girls, and then I honestly just really talked to Sarah. That's it. So I was to me, Sam, your relationship with Hamza was me to Sarah. So I think we just had two combating
Yeah, that's
you didn't
tough.
want to lose your outside ally. I didn't want to lose my outside ally. And I mean, we'll watch it, but I think you won this engagement. I am so gagged and gooped. I am
Gagged
so
and gooped.
I am just so.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not know. I didn't know. I didn't know. That you
Yeah.
lied then.
All right. Let's move on to, because we still have a lot of game to cover,
Yes.
and I don't want to keep y'all here too late. Conversation 8.
Let's do it.
Oh, hi, HOH.
Hello.
Hey. So I did talk to Ruepa and I asked them not to use the veto. It's not that I want to send either of them home, but I don't want to put any of y'all up.
Yeah.
So, I think. Wait, did somebody spill the beans? Because Sarah knows about our alliance.
Oh no. Did I accidentally talk about the alliance to Sair? I hope she didn't mention my name because Sam cannot know it was me who spilled the beans. I have to deflect and pretend I have no idea what's going on.
So Sarah is kind of the one I am gunning for because that could blow us up.
Yeah.
It could.
And we've been strong.
We have.
But I can't vote, so I'm just telling y'all.
So, Steven, do you not have anything to say? I know it was you and you aren't owning up to it.
Yeah.
So last week, when I was talking to everyone, Sarah said that they would vote to keep me if it came down to that. Last week, I created a temporary alliance with Sarah to keep me safe. Well, hey, if you want to play the game, let's play the game.
I'm honestly ready. I feel like everyone is still being very, very nice. And I'm like, let's just, big brother it up maybe a little bit.
Let's give them entertainment.
Yeah. I'd be so down for that. I'm looking to work with someone and have someone's back and someone have my back and just
I love that. Let's work together.
Let's
try
do
to
it.
get as far as we can.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly down for that. Like I said, if you do something, if you scratch my back, I'll give you a massage.
Yep.
I'll scratch your
Let's-
back and your
Yep,
cheek.
I love that.
Sarah stuck to her word and she voted out
Sorry.
Haydn last week. If I vote her out this week, I would be breaking my promise. One vote for Hamza shouldn't matter as long as the other 3 vote her out. Do you think we have room for one vote to keep her or no? Because if it's a no, I will stick to the alliance. If we do have that one vote, I would like to vote to keep
It's
Sarah,
just
but
the
otherwise.
fact that she knows about it that's really scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you
Because-
know what? Alliance comes first.
But I think Sarah would be
Be the
safer
one.
for
Mhm.
us to get to our final 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, why does one vote matter to you that much? If we know Sarah is going home, then why can't I just throw her one pity vote and keep my promise? I now need to choose who I'm going to be showing my loyalty to, either Sam or Sarah. And honestly, I'm not sure who to choose. This lemonade is getting way too sour for my liking.
I was getting
Yeah.
gappy.
Yeah.
So many layers to this week.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that Sarah's
yeah.
take was, I can't believe everybody's so kumbaya while
Yeah,
everybody
I was
was
like,
like,
play Big Brother now.
each other's
I was like,
throats.
which
Yeah.
show? Which show was she watching? There was no kumbaya.
Yeah,
Which show was
it's like
she
we should
on?
probably start playing Big Brother. I'm like, girl, we've been playing Big Brother this whole
think
I was
time.
like,
She's out
girl,
of the loop.
when did you tune in?
Yeah.
She's Canadian.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian too. I'm Canadian too.
Steven, I gave you like the mom moment
Literally.
of I know what
Yeah.
it is. Please tell me and I'll forgive
Can you just
you.
admit
If
it?
you
Literally.
don't, we have a problem. And
Yeah.
you did it. And I was like, Steven.
This was Steven's
Sorry.
downfall.
I was tired.
And you're like,
Also-
we've been working together so well. And you're like, we have. Yes.
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We have.
We have.
All right, so let's do. I think is it 8 or 9 that we're on?
It is 9.
Oh, it's 9. It's 9.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
hi.
how you feeling?
Happy to have a win under my belt.
Totally. Just
Yeah.
come back in here and win something? That's
How do
awesome.
you feel?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'll pitch to you that I would love for you to use the veto on me. I know if the HOH is in your ear telling you something, you might want to go with whatever they're telling you to do. And my guess is that Sam would want you to not use the veto. I would,
Do it
again,
just
love if you did use it on me because I feel like what me and Fernando have could be something really strong if we can
True.
somehow get over the Steven, Chanelle, Sam alliance.
Wait, who do you think is in an alliance?
Oh, Steven, Chanelle, and Sam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Steven accidentally
Is that
told
what you
me-
were? Okay, is that
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
were talking about
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you? Okay.
Hold on. Did Sam lie to me about this alliance? It doesn't sound like Sarah knows about the A-team at all. But it does sound like Sam lied to cover up an alliance with Steven?
So Sam pulled me into the HOH room and was like, listen, I am going to put you up. I'm like, no problem. Like, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
And then I confronted her too. I was like, listen, I think Steven accidentally told me you guys were in an alliance. And she was like, oh, yeah. And Haydn was in it too. And now he's gone. And I'm like, I'm dead.
Oh wow, yeah,
So the three of them are definitely working together.
that makes sense.
But again, whatever is best for your game. Like, you do what you want with your game. So
I'll
I'm
be
not here to
honest,
pressure.
I wanted Steven to go up this week, and
Yeah,
it didn't
he
seem like I had any traction.
Yeah, no, it's because they're working together.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
If Sarah's telling the truth here, this could change everything. What if Sam is more loyal to this alliance with Steven than her alliance with me? If I were to use the veto on Sarah, lines would be drawn. But maybe those lines are drawn anyways, and I just can't see them yet.
Okay, well, I definitely have a lot of thinking to
Yes,
do.
of course. Like, talk to
Um,
Hamza, talk to whoever. I
I'll let
think
you know. I don't have a 100% decision. I know I'm not going to use it on Hamza, so I will give you that.
Okay.
information.
Okay.
I know that.
So it's me or nothing.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't. Well, I'll just have.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, just keep me in mind. XOXO.
Will do. Always.
This could be the sliver of hope I need to stay this week. If Ruepa decides to pull off this move and keep me here, we could run all the way to the end together.
Chat, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Will Ruepa use the power of veto?
So fuck
All
my
of this
drag race.
convoluted
I'm
mess.
so sorry.
I
didn't know.
He's like, well, so like any pedestrian off the street, I've used them before I even think about
Oh my god.
So,
Hearing
I'm
this
just
side,
thinking about like what was where was your brain at this point?
Yeah.
My brain was I'm still thrown for a loop right now. So like I was just thinking like, wow, like I didn't ever like blame Sam and Chanelle because like obviously y'all had to do what you had to do. Like there was no way for you to know that I was ever going to come back. And like we literally had a day one bond that unfortunately got cut. And so like y'all played the game. And like here's the thing, if I never came back, y'all I don't, whatever. Y'all would have still, I'm not trying to say spoilers.
Yeah.
Y'all would have still done really well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You set yourself up really well. So yeah, I'm just thinking, I don't know, let's watch the next clip.
So
I will
everyone was
say,
saying, oh yes.
it is funny seeing all of this on your
Yeah.
side now. Because
Right?
there's
'Cause-
things that
yeah.
I'm holding on to for later that I'm now like seeing line up. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's things why happen. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny too because it's like Sam lying or planting or not lying but twisting the truth.
You say I'm lying. It's fine.
Yeah,
I was lying.
So Sam lying
Little lie.
actually ends up leading to a truth that is true, but not to the full extent. And so, like, Ruepa truly thinks that because Sair thinks that it's just Steven, Sam, and Chanelle, that it's a strong 3, when in actuality, it's like a strong, like, 5 that's in the house. And so Ruepa truly loses a lot of trust for Sam here because of this. And so chat, we're gonna find out, what did Ruepa end up doing?
I will say in the moment in the game right now where I'm at, I know that this was one of the absolute hardest decisions that I had to make. I wanted to do both things like so badly. I wanted to maintain my alliance that was possibly crumbling from out underneath me. And it was like, I just had to take a gamble. Like, it was like, do I have something real with Fernando and Sair? Is my old alliance dying? Like, do they even, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And like 0 seconds to do it. So, all right. Yeah.
Here's the veto ceremony.
I have a huge decision to make. I could do what Sam wants and waste my veto, or I could take control in this game and use my power to do something that I want to do. This is the veto meeting. Hamza and Sair have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of the nominations. There seems to be a lot of information floating around this week that I found very interesting. Oh my gosh. This is a big decision. I have decided not to use the power of veto. I feel like it's in my best interest for my own game to keep these nominations the same. I wish you both the best of luck in the vote. This veto meeting is adjourned.
Damn.
Ultimately, I decided against using the veto because it's just not the right time to take this big of a risk. However, I still want Sair to stay. Even though the house wants her to go this week, she is better for my game.
I'm so scared. Honestly, I would love to trust the people in this house to keep me, but honestly, after all that's been done and said, I'm not really too sure. I just hope that my time isn't running out.
Well, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. However, there's still a chance I could stay this week. Ruepa now knows about this alliance that definitely does not include him, and Fernando promised to vote to keep me this week since I voted to save him last week. No matter what happens, I am going to fight until the end.
As you should.
And she even fought after the end.
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
totally.
Dang,
All
I
right.
could see, like, I could hear the
Yeah.
conviction in your voice trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Aw, and like, and on my side, I had no idea you were feeling this way, which I'm sorry.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. It was. I'll be honest. In hindsight, it's probably my biggest regret from the game is not using it in that moment because I should have just listened to my gut. But I think my head, like, I played like too logically. I should have like put a little bit more instinct and gut and heart into it. And my heart was telling me to save Sair. And I think
Yeah.
I even fought after. I don't know if I fought after. Well, we don't have time to fight after. But had there been time, I would have campaigned in Sair's favor.
I
Yeah.
will say,
That's
because of
no
how we
time.
decided to do it, like, this is the week
Yeah, there
where if
was.
there was time after the veto, it could have very easily changed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Also, I do want to say, not spoilers, but I mean, I guess we can say it doesn't really matter. But literally, if a butterfly flapped their wings, Sarah could have stayed this week. Like, it was insane. I
Yeah.
did not know it was that close. I
Yeah.
didn't know that there were other votes that could potentially be for her. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
Honestly, what I'm surprised about is I didn't know that Sarah had any allies whatsoever. So like to see that like she had a temporary alliance with Fernando before and that she's really cool with Ruepa, because that's not how she made it seem, and that's not how I perceived it either. So I was like kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Same, actually. I just thought she was just on the outside. So I
Yeah,
was like, that's
100%.
out for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna hurt like as much if it's not an alliance. So
Yeah. Lots of surprises in Sims Big Brother.
like,
Yeah.
everyone left in the game they were all such good players. Like, all of you were.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it was
thank you.
it was really playing with the best, and like everybody was lying to everybody at that point. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, no, no,
also
it's
keep in mind.
Yeah.
So this is the eviction and everything. Once again, this is my voice speaking as Dylan. So just imagine that it's Dylan
Yes.
talking through all of this. Good evening, I'm 8-Bit Dylan, and welcome back to Sims Big
Yes, you
Brother.
are.
I've never
It's
sounded
time
better.
for the vote and eviction. Sair or Hamza? Who will be leaving the house tonight? We'll find out soon enough. But first, let's head into the living room and speak with the two nominees. House guest, it's time for the vote and eviction. Sair, Hamza, in just moments, your housemates will cast their votes to evict. But before they do, you each have one final chance to sway their votes with one brief statement. Sair, you're up first.
Hi, house guests. Here we are in week 5. I found myself on the block and could not win the veto this time. I would love if you guys would consider to keep me because I feel like I have a lot of good relationships with you guys. I do just want to play this game a little bit longer. I'm not quite ready to go home yet, although I have enjoyed my time here so far. And I hold no ill will against anyone for anything done in this game. I'm just here to have fun, and I think we're all having fun. So yeah, keep me here, okay? Love you, bye.
All right, Hamza, you have the floor.
Hi everyone. I don't know quite where to start because I feel like everyone pretty much has their mind made up on me. Obviously, everyone should do what's best for their game. I don't hold anything against anyone, no matter how they vote. So that's pretty much it. All I will say is that, like, just pick who you would want to compete against. Would you rather have someone that says everything to your face, or someone that potentially keeps everything to themselves and will use it to come back at you later.
All right. Well, with that, thank you, Hamza. Thank you both. House guests, it is now time for the voting to begin. Neither nominee is allowed to vote. Sam, as current head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. The rest of you will enter the diary room one at a time and cast your vote to evict. Chanelle, you're up first. Please head to the diary room. Chanelle said that if she was HOH, she would target Hamza. So, who will her vote target tonight?
Hi, Chanelle.
Hey, Dylan.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Sair. Sair is super smart and a huge competitor. We have to get her out now.
Thank you so much, Chanelle.
Thanks, Dylan.
Ruepa ultimately decided not to use his veto this week, but he made it very clear that he still wants Sair to stay.
Hi, Ruepa.
Hi, Dylan.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Hamza because I need Sair to be here a little bit longer so we get the chance to work together.
Thank you, Ruepa.
Thank you, Dylan.
Steven unintentionally shook up the house this week when he spilled his alliance to Sair. But is that enough for him to vote her out? Let's see where his vote falls.
Hi, Steven.
Hi, Dylan.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Sair. If me spilling the beans to her had anything to do with her going home, Sair, I'm sorry, girl.
Thank you so much, Steven.
Thank you.
Fernando promised to keep Sair safe come eviction night, but Sam is adamant that he needs to vote her out. So, will Fernando side with his promise or side with the HOH?
Hi, Fernando.
Hi, Dylan.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to pull the fire alarm. I'm kidding. I need to do what's best for my game, and I'm voting to evict Sair.
Thank you so much, Fernando.
Thank you, Dylan.
All of the votes are in. Let's give the news to the house guests. House guests, the votes are in. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guest will have a few moments to say their goodbyes and walk out the front door. By a vote of 3-1, Sair, you have been evicted from the Sims Big Brother house.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Well, that sucks.
I was not expecting that.
I really enjoyed having you in the house.
Yeah.
I enjoyed, chatting with you and interacting with you.
Yes.
I guess the only thing I have to say to you guys is just watch out for Sam, Steven, and Chanelle. They are definitely the three running this house. And yeah, good luck to the rest of you guys. We'll see you outside the house.
Bye, Sair.
Bye.
The flattery.
The shout out.
I have no regrets in this game. As a BB superfan, I know I played my hardest, and I'm so proud of the game that I played and all the vetoes that I won. But coming out of this house now, knowing who's in control, I'd say I'm probably rooting for Hamza, Ruepa, or Fernando. And I don't blame Ruepa for not using the veto on me. It would have been such a big move to keep such a veto threat in the house. It was so amazing to meet everyone here, and I can't wait to catch up with everyone outside of the house.
Aww.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yay.
And that was the full episode. The full 6th episode of Sims Big Brother.
Amazing.
My sarcastic, oh no, I'm sorry.
It's all
Literally.
Steven's fault.
Ripping apart
Okay,
every
but
alliance.
I
by
was
one
truly
little
gagged
blip.
because I still had no idea that Sarah spilled the beans. So I had no idea. I was like fully convinced I was going because everyone in the house was like, "Oh my god, Sarah spilled," and I was like, "Hee hee, I'm going home. Let me pack my stuff. Let me brush my hair." You know,
I was slowly just breaking everyone up to see if I could come out on top. My plan, make my
This was
plan.
not on purpose. This was not on purpose, Steven. You
it was not. Yes,
You fully accidentally.
My plan was make friends, keep it calm,
Yes.
and then like
Mhm.
eventually, something
So
happens.
calm.
My brain
So
will just
calm.
flip, and then like, oh, chaos. Oh, it's like I'll just go with it and like see what happens. Like, okay, that's
Oh my
fine.
god,
Yeah.
so funny.
And it
I
worked.
It was all planned.
It was so funny.
So
So we're all gonna jump Steven after this, right?
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
Especially the
actually,
18. Boy,
no,
you wanna
the
Well,
moon.
not me.
Chanelle.
Well, not me. I should say thank you
Chanelle,
because
no.
I would have
Oh,
gone
good for
home.
you.
Yeah.
You get a high five.
I should say thank you. Thank you, Steven.
Welcome. No
Thank
problem.
you.
So the next person who goes home, or so
Me.
after Sarah, yes, is Hamza.
Yep.
That
Who won
was. Say it again.
Who won HOH and Vita?
So the
Steven.
No,
Steven was
Sam.
HOH. Wasn't
Uh,
Steven HOH?
Steven was
Oh,
HOH, and the
Yeah,
Oh,
thing
yeah,
Steven
that's
was
right.
is,
Yeah,
HOH.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It is.
so
I
it was
Oh,
it was a
threw it, didn't I?
competition where they had
I
a
threw it.
bomb. And
Oh, the
yeah,
bomb.
Hamza
Yeah.
threw it to Steven.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Very easily could have won. So Hamza, I think your reasoning for this was, correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
you were trying to build trust with everybody left,
I'm
right?
gonna spill some little behind the scenes, I guess. Ever since Haydn did his whole like confrontation with me, I genuinely did not have it out for the game after that because like no one has ever like approached me in that way, especially because I
Yeah.
thought genuinely that I was being very honest. Like I wasn't being shady. I never like told Haydn that I was working with him. So that caught me off guard. And then directly after that, I got like the whole tea about like Sam potentially backdooring me. So in my head, I was like, okay, so the one person that I was super close to the whole game is potentially like not like my friend or whatever. Because obviously, like you guys said, we were just continuously working through a loop. So all of these things just like sit in your head. You don't have time to like process or be like. So I think by that point, I was like, because I had accepted going home when Sarah went home. Like I genuinely didn't think I would make it past that episode, so I didn't have any game plan or anything like that. So just being here for another episode, I was like, my best case scenario is to just like not take part in any moves at all. So that was basically why I threw it because I was like, I don't want any more part in this. I don't think I can handle another confrontation. So I'm just gonna leave it at
And I just
that.
want to say, Hamza, you never told a lie. You
No.
did not
Yeah.
lie like at all.
I don't think
It
so.
was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
truthful.
In fact,
Yeah.
you called people out when you thought they were lying or
From
being
the very beginning,
fake.
the very first
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
So I didn't want to lie to you.
Yeah.
You just respect
You're
the
so
hell out of you.
nice and sweet.
Aw,
And I actually voted
thank
for
you.
and I actually voted for Sarah because I was like, I actually want Hamza to stay around. I know
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like that in my actions, but like the whole time I was like, I actually want like out of everyone besides like Sam and Rupa, I was like that person, like you were the one
Yeah.
who would like just like actually
It's so
be
sweet.
Yeah.
trustworthy at the end of the day. But I was like, it was like my back
for
was
game,
against the wall.
For game, it doesn't make sense because I was like, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
be friends after this, but like for game, it just no.
If you were in
it
the
makes
pink
no
lemonade,
sense.
it would have been so different
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
You're like an honorary
Yeah.
A team to me.
But
Yeah.
honestly, I was so proud of myself after discovering that whole alliance that I was the only member that was not in the alliance that made it that far.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That was really I was really proud of myself for that.
So sadly, Hamza does go home. 3-0 vote against Rupa. So Rupa is put on the block by Steven, and then Sam ends up winning that veto and does not use it. Because if she were to use it, a pink lemonade would have to go up in their place.
It would
And
be
so
Chanelle.
it's a pretty emotional episode for Sam. Tears were spilled. There's like a really intense conversation between you and Hamza where you're basically like, hey, I can't use this veto on you. And so it's pretty heart-wrenching.
Yeah, and honestly, it's because I protected the A team with my life, and so I didn't want Rupa to go, but I also didn't want to hinder just in case Rupa, like everyone hated him again, and
Yeah.
he did go, and I was like, okay, so I need to protect the pink lemonades, and I know everybody's against Hamza, so
Yeah.
it's just an easy out, and it
Easier that
sucked.
way. Yeah.
Yep.
It sucked so bad.
So now
you know how it feels. No, I'm just kidding.
So-
Did not use that
I didn't hear your
veto.
tears, Rupa. Where are they?
I didn't cry.
It's okay. I cried for everybody.
Yeah.
I was
You
so
really
tired
did.
by the end of this
You
novel.
really
I was like,
did.
I didn't cry
swollen
once.
eyes.
So week 7 or episode 8 of the series is a double elimination. But they did not know it was a double elimination until the first elimination had happened. And so then immediately we had another HOH, another veto, another nomination ceremony, and then another eviction.
And it was
And
like without any talking, right? Like,
yeah.
you couldn't-
You had like
that's right.
7 minutes to talk. So we basically were like, hey, it's double elimination. You have 7 minutes to talk wherever you want. You can go whatever rooms. And
Yep.
then you can't talk anymore. Like you have
Yeah.
to play out the
Mhm.
week.
Yep.
I don't remember this too much.
So
Yeah, it was a
basically,
blur.
the round before that you didn't know, Ruepa won HOH.
Yep.
And ended up putting Steven and Chanelle on the block, which was a shock to Chanelle at first and Sam because
Yeah.
she's supposed to be in the A team. Basically, what had happened the week before, we cut it out of the episode and like reworked it. Another really big move this season.
Yeah.
Ruepa came to Fernando and made this deal that they had to go to the final 2 together, or at least the final 4, if not the final 2 together, because he knew that Chanelle, Steven, and Sam were working together, and then it would be 3 against 2.
Yep.
So that's where that
And
came
then it also
Steven.
there was also a really good part of that conversation where Ruepa has to convince Fernando, and he's like, if we sit next to Sam or Chanelle in a final 2, we lose because
that's true.
They have been killing it this entire game. They're
Yeah.
good. They have a much better resume and they have a much better argument.
100%.
Yeah.
And also, just to add to that, it's also the fact that, and this will come up later. Sorry, again, I apologize for I went a little.
Don't worry, this was a year ago, baby. We're all good.
Yeah.
And y'all were taking each other. If it was down to the final 3 and one of y'all won the final HOH, you would take each other. It was
Yeah.
guaranteed. So
yeah,
I had to start making my plan B for my A team.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so Sage, did you want to continue?
Yeah, so the first round, Ruepa won HOH, put up Steven Chanelle. Sam won the veto. And this is another layer. That whole second round, basically, Ruepa had to convince Sam not to use the veto on Chanelle, which even as an editor, I have no idea how that happened. But it did. The argument was, I'll have to put Fernando up, and I made a deal with Fernando that I wouldn't nominate him. And it ended up working out. And she didn't use the veto. But at the end of the day, Steven did go home. So Steven got 5th place.
Yeah.
Steven, how are you feeling that week that everything went down? Did you towards the end, you kind of were like accepted the fate a little bit, but at the beginning of the week, you were still fighting.
Like, honestly, I felt like I knew I was gonna go home at some point, but I didn't know when. So when it happened, I was like, okay, that makes sense. The chaos I had created, it was gonna bite me in the butt at some point. So I was like, I was just waiting.
The unintentional chaos.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I was okay with it. I'm like, I accepted my fate. I'm happy where I was. I'm glad I actually made it that far into a game. So I was pleased.
And it
I made some
also
mark.
was pretty difficult for you because Ruepa was very vocal about wanting you out at that point in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That was the hard part too.
Yeah.
Ruepa.
How vocal?
Very vocal. Like
No.
like even before this week, you were throwing like Steven's name out.
Yeah.
Even when HOH, you were like, well, I wanted Steven out, and now Steven's HOH.
Well, to be fair,
Hey, shush.
I was just told that the 2 people that I've been working with the
Yeah.
entire game
Yeah.
have
Been
a
working with
final
Steven.
3 alliance, which is not true. I just made that part up. But that's what I thought with Steven. And I was like, and I don't blame the girls because they had to do what they had to do. But if it comes down to me and Steven, I'm gonna pick me every time.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
had to, it was either you or me. And I just want to say thank you for telling Sarah because I think that helped.
Blame
this.
my sleepy brain at that point. Because honestly,
my
if I
God.
wasn't mentally tired, I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would have said, yeah, But then I would I would have clearly figured out a way to shift the conversation and make something more logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want
Okay.
to ask Chanelle, how did you feel about her not using the veto? Because there was no like time for conversation in between where Sam would have been like, oh yeah, well Rupa told me this. So like, how did you feel? Because I'm assuming like you really thought that like before me, like Sam's the closest to you. So
I think I was angry at the time because I was like
Yeah.
getting dunked on like twice in a row because I got dunked
That's
on
true.
by being put up on the block, and then I get dunked on by like not getting taken off the block. So it was like really scary because I'm like, I have to put my eggs in the Fernando basket at this point to make to hopefully we have enough trust that he like
Save
keeps
you,
me, you
yeah.
know what I mean? But you know, it was pretty obvious that me and Sam were close, so it was like he may just like cut me here at this point. So
Yeah.
it was like really scary. I thought I was going, honestly, at that point.
And it is interesting because we do have like there's like separate conversations where Chanelle is starting to consider, when do I need to cut Sam? And
Yeah.
Sam is having conversations like, am I hurting myself by keeping Chanelle around?
Yeah.
Like it does, like Sam doesn't really think about it too much, but she definitely considers it for a second and is like, am I being
Because I mean, in any
stupid?
Big Brother game, power
Yeah.
couples always get split
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
exactly.
where she's
So,
like,
it's just
yeah,
like, I don't want either of us to leave, but at the same time, we're gonna get hurt.
yeah.
It was
So
more
when-
just me like, sorry, it was just more me being like, at least someone put her up so that like
Yes, yeah.
Right.
so she doesn't have
'Cause
this
she
like I
never
never
went up.
touched the block like kind of story.
she
Because
never
if I
did.
do, because if I do end up with her at the end, like I have nothing wins wise, but I could definitely
Yeah.
I definitely have a resume social capital wise. So like
Yeah.
I just need her at least to be vulnerable because you know I've been vulnerable 2 times. But
Yep.
that's also a good story that I kind of just like
Yeah.
off as well. But it was
would
like
say,
that. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
Regardless of how Fernando voted this week, this week, me and Sam still had the vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. So
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
That was part of the argument,
I
too.
did not realize that now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that fucking sucks. Like didn't realize that it was like, it was me and then it was Sam and you were just like, well, fuck my drag.
Like, this
Like,
is cool. Like,
Literally.
fuck my
Yeah.
drag. Yeah.
Coral, love you in
Hi,
the chat. Hi, Coral.
Coral, hi.
Lovely Coral.
We talked about how beautiful your voice is.
Yeah.
We did.
Yes.
So this is when shit hits the fan. We are down to the final 4 in the game. It is it 4, right? Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
4.
final 4. We have
Yes.
Ruepa.
Double eviction.
Yeah, Ruepa, Chanelle, Sam, and Fernando.
Fernando.
And it's an immediate HOH, which Sam ends up winning. So another notch on Sam's belt.
Yeah, literally.
And she puts
Yeah.
up Ruepa and Fernando.
Respect.
Yes. And then Sage, do you want to go over like the second half?
Yeah, so obvious decision. Chanel's her girl. She's not going to put her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows who's a Big Brother fan, it all comes down to the veto, the final 4 veto, because whoever wins the veto gets the sole vote to evict. So the winner of the final 4 veto was Ruepa, which means Ruepa comes down and Sam is forced to nominate Chanelle, like has no other option.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 final nominees are Chanelle and Fernando. And I don't think I have the audio edited or anything. I could like try to find it, but do we want to just say it?
Yeah, I would just say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Ruepa, do you want to say it?
Yeah, Ruepa, do you want to say it, Ruepa?
I believe if I remember correctly, I went into a big speech about
You did.
about how I love the 2 of you and how we worked together, that we dominated this game. We were always there for each other. And then I sent Chanelle home.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
Shocked. I was gobsmacked. I wish our faces
the
were
Let's More
recorded.
London.
I
because
know.
my jaw was a mile long.
Especially because
Okay.
of how
Literally
the speech that you gave, the whole like 90% of the speech you were leading up to like obviously picking Fernando, and then you just switched and sent Chanelle home.
I knew it was going down, but I think that I made a mistake in the when we were like chatting in the rooms, because Ruepa like straight up asked the question of like, you would obviously take Sam, right? And I said yes, but I should have lied, honestly, because I should have been like, no, because like she's gonna win. Why would I do that? Like I should have lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, the
I don't think it would have
idea
changed, right?
and
Yeah.
the plan was set in motion like a
Yeah.
week prior.
Yeah.
I
just 2 weeks
knew.
prior.
Yeah.
I was playing weeks ahead. I knew exactly, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but like I knew exactly how I needed to get to the end in order to win. And we'll get to it later, but I did not want to get to the end unless I knew I was going to win 100%. So like there were very clear calculated steps that I had to take. And I also think I may have just had a little bit of show brain going on. And now I think that my speech was a little cruel.
Oh,
We
it's
were
cruel.
gagged. Like Dylan and I were just like,
We were like, did
the
he
way you
really just
did
do
it?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good TV
I wish we had the audio. Oh my god.
I'll try to pull it up and see.
Don't worry, I cried.
Oh.
Muted.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I think I should apologize to Chanelle and Steven to the both of you.
Honestly, I was clapping. I was like, listen, if you didn't get me out here and Sam
True.
went next, like I probably would have
That's
won.
true.
So
Yeah,
like
I
it's
think you would've.
fine. Yeah, it's
100%,
totally
100%.
fine. Like
No doubt.
I commend it.
Not that this excuses my behavior, but
No.
Game.
I come from a show world where if there is not a villain present, you
Oh my
have to
god.
step into that role.
It's
I've
like you
done it
became the villain.
before.
I get it.
I had to. Sarah said it. It was kumbaya. It was a little. I didn't realize it wasn't that kumbaya.
I was like, it was
but
that.
it was giving a little.
It was
kumbaya.
not kumbaya.
It wasn't, and I know that now.
I
think
you missed the two spiciest non-kumbaya moments. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
missed
That's
the
true.
two most spiciest moments.
And so we are now at the final three. We have Ruepa, Fernando, and Sam competing in a
I will say, I did
final
find
two.
the audio if we want to play that for
Yeah.
everyone at the finale.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't hear it. The evicted
I
people,
wanna
we didn't hear it at all. So
Cringe and die.
I
Here
will
we
share my
go.
screen and we will listen to Ruepa's speech.
We're ready. Let's listen to
3,
Ruepa eat
2,
a shoe.
1, go.
Go in on
All
Chanelle.
right. So there was a really special moment in the very first seconds of this game that happened. And it is so funny that all 4 key players of that moment are sitting right here. Fernando, you won the first HOH. And while everybody scurried up to your room and made sure to kiss your butt, myself, Sam, and Chanelle stayed behind and we formed a 3-person alliance. And then sadly, I was voted out. And it broke my heart. It was my worst fear coming into this game. I fought like hell to get back here. And I'm going to fight like hell to get to the end. And so, with an incredibly heavy heart, I have to close the chapter on something really special. Chanelle, I vote to evict you.
Gagged.
All right. Give it a second.
Gagarunium.
Ah.
I thought
I
it was
totally
sweet.
understand. I saw it coming.
You
Not I thought it was sweet.
Oh wait, you're muted. Too.
Wait, can I play this? This is so funny.
Yeah.
So, Steven, the first time that we did this, we had the jury in the room.
Oh my god,
listening.
yeah. And he's like, oh my god, I
And
forgot
so
that.
After it happened,
Oh my god.
I think that Steven thought that the jury was there to like give like it's like survival listening where you like give a reaction.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Steven
Oh yeah.
reacted and was like, oh my god, Chanelle, no.
I'm screaming.
We were like,
And it was
no,
unmuted.
rewind.
And it was unmuted.
Yeah.
Yes,
Unmuted.
unmuted.
Oh my god, it was
And
unmuted.
Sage
Oh
and
god.
I truly were in our DMs being like, like screaming. We were just screaming for like, fuck, we have to edit around this now.
Oh no! Because we were like, oh no, we have to like. I think as Chanelle, we even recorded like reactions of you getting evicted because we didn't have it, and when we did it, you were just like, darn. We're like, no, this is the biggest
No, you don't understand.
Not this.
I did it for
It
you.
was also so
Chanelle-
late in the
Chanelle
game.
said,
I was
"Well,
just like,
it's
oh
over."
man, yeah, it's over. That's cool.
Well,
So
It's
funny.
over.
yeah.
Anyway,
I did it
very
for
gaggy
you. You're
moment.
Oh my
welcome.
god.
Very
So funny.
gaggy.
Good speech though.
So we're at
Steven being the
the
comedy king of the season.
honestly.
It's true.
So we're at the final
Literally comedy king of
three.
the season.
And the final three competition for this one was just one competition. We didn't do a 3-part because we knew that this we had estimated that it would take around 8 to 12 hours to do the show, and we didn't want people waiting any longer. And so, drum roll, the winner of the final HOH and getting into the final 2 is Sage. Do you want to say it?
Bam!
What?
Yeah, our
Thank
little
you.
beast comp.
No
Top.
way.
Our little comp beast.
Copies.
Comp beast over here. Comp
Compies.
beast.
Honestly, such a like. At this point, you were gagged that Chanel's gone. It was a 2 against 1, and everybody knew it. Like you had to win it for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, at that point, I was like, I'm the odd one out. I thought it was gonna be the other way. So
Yep.
that
Yeah,
was
how'd it feel?
my
Just
fight or flight.
kidding.
And
Well, I mean, I was taking you absolutely to the end, but Chanel was my girl.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
knew
yeah.
that, which is why you
Yeah.
put that up. So
And you were right about like both of you were right about like being a power couple. It was
Yeah.
what caused the downfall.
we're married happily. It's been a year now. Thank you.
there is 2 really iconic moments that happen in this final 2 eviction and final 2 voting. One is Rupa's ego, and
Yeah,
like
I dreamed of what you said every night.
the true villain conclusion to your story is you telling the HOH, I don't want to play this game unless I'm going to win. It was something along those lines. It was like,
I told her, I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, say it,
'cause
girl.
I still feel the same way. Sorry. It was ego, but I agree with myself. I told Sam I would be offended if you took me to the final 2. It would hurt like just offended. Like I would be, because it means that you think that you can beat me and you did not play a better game than me. Which kind of looking back, you kind of did. Anyway, but in that moment, my brain was like, I'm playing 4D chess, and everybody else is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to see you go. Bye." And I'm like, I'm playing.
Yeah.
And so if you took me, it would have been you saying, I can beat you.
Yeah.
And that would have been the absolute most disrespectful thing to me in that moment. So that's what I
But
said.
let me just
Well, I
tell.
know it's gonna be
But
either
let
of you.
me. Yeah. I'm like, let me just tell you, you did not know Sam at all in that moment because you would have known that she would not take that lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if Sam like.
And
If you talk to Sam like that, no.
Yeah, and it lit a
Yeah.
fire under Sam's
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
And so the second iconic moment is Sam saying basically in certain words, basically saying, Rupa, basically get the fuck out. This is for Chanelle. And
Basically, yeah.
She said, "You hurt my girl."
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
but
ending I
actually, I was
deserved.
going to take you, Rupa, just
You
because
said that
even
you
though
were
you
going to
did
take
that,
me. Yeah.
yeah, I was literally, I kept my promise. I was A team, ride or die, but you didn't know that, and that's okay. Like it's how the game works.
Because of
But
Steven.
yeah, if I had lost, I would
Sorry.
have loved to lose you to you
Final
because
3
I
with
thought your game
Steven.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that we played the best games. Fernando would have lost to either of us. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to.
Yes.
Sorry, I love you, but baby,
He
I knew.
did score a couple votes though. It wasn't
did.
it wasn't a clean sweep.
It
Well, that's
wasn't.
just because
It
you
was
know I
not.
kicked people
Who
as they left out.
voted?
It's fine.
Who was bitter?
I voted
so-
for Fernando, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
I voted
Did.
for Fernando.
So one
Yeah.
twist that we didn't mention is in the comeback competition, whoever got last place lost their jury vote because we had we had a
Oh,
we had a cast of 10. And so
someone had to get
Coral lost their
Coral,
vote.
yeah.
And so Coral didn't get a jury vote, but Rin and Hamza did end up voting for Fernando over Sam. And if I remember correctly, Hamza, you specifically said, "I hate that dumb, stupid biatch." So, no, I'm kidding. You didn't say any of that.
Honestly, I accepted all of it. I was like, yes, please
Yeah.
yell at me. I deserve it all. I'm
I think
sorry.
if I remember correctly, we got to ask them questions, and I think mine was specifically aimed at Sam, if I remember correctly, and I asked her why she did what she did.
Yep.
And
I don't remember what I answered,
think
but
that's what.
I remember
probably
your
something like
answers
I
being
told
No,
you.
no, no, no.
No,
Yeah,
Sam.
your answer. Your answer was really good.
If there is one thing that was probably, if there was one thing I could have changed about the show, because I think the show was amazing. Every episode, there was drama, there was chaos, there was backstabbing, there were tears. The final two was so clear that Sam was winning because
Yeah.
Fernando was so tired. And both Sam and Fernando were so tired, but Fernando kind of didn't know how to answer any of the questions at the
He wasn't
very end.
prepared.
Mhm.
Like Sam
Yeah.
had a speech, she like pulled on the heartstrings, she addressed
Yeah.
everybody. Fernando kind
Yeah.
of just like rambled for a little. We actually ended up re-recording his final speech because
Yep.
he listened back to it and he was like, "What was I saying?"
Yeah.
So
I had
agree
a
with
second
Dylan.
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chanelle leaving like just gave me the second win.
Sorry.
We kind of wish that
And
you
then
would have
yeah,
taken
and then
Ruepa.
Ruepa's speech too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Would have
like
been closer call.
yeah, the
Do y'all
producer.
remember my question? I remember asking something really kind of buttergut.
Oh no, yours was about you. Yours was
Yeah, it
about
was.
yeah, yours was about like what was my best move or something like that, or it was something about
No,
you.
Yeah,
something
it was
about
something
how
like that.
you played a better game than me, or like,
That's what it was.
That you could have beat.
Yeah, that's what it was. How do you think you played a better game than me? That was the question. I
And then
believe.
Sam,
I know what I answered.
Sam's answer was "I'm here" or something like that. It was
And
like
I said-
yes, it was very short.
Yes.
Yes,
And I
with
said, "That's my
sass.
girl."
That's exactly what it was.
I
Damn.
remember
Yeah.
that because I remember being like, "Yep, I'm gonna vote for her." I can't. You beat me. You
You
really
and
did.
Hamza, I was shocked. I was shocked I got your vote and I didn't get Hamza's.
yeah.
I was like, wait,
respect. To
hang
the
on, what's
game.
going on here?
Respect to the game. You beat me fair and square, and well, I really.
I
do
just won
think-
competitions. I know that there's a whole season
Yeah, but you
of
played
people
a
probably saying like,
you played a really good social
Yeah,
game.
you played a great
too.
social game.
Yeah, it was really
Literally,
Hon-
you did
Now that
get
we look back,
social
look how many
game-wise, I
allowances we
think-
have. Our alliances.
So,
Right?
social
So-
game wise, I think the only person competing with Sam would be Chanelle.
Yeah.
Because I think genuinely, like, because Sam had more blood on her hands and Chanelle had none, I think that way
It could have been close.
Chanelle,
Yeah.
social game wise, was
So-
Also,
100%.
because
It would have
so
been
many of
close.
Sam's moves happened behind it, like that lie that you made up. Unless you told people,
Yes.
like nobody would. Like,
Yes.
we're finding
Yeah.
out about it now.
True.
So it would have been. They just been like, "Wow, Sam backstabbed me and Chanelle slayed," and then like,
Yeah.
they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up going back, like after we had listened to everything, truly the one moment that was the linchpin for the entire season was Ruepa not using the veto on Sair.
Yeah.
And if
On Sair, yes.
and if
literally
Yeah.
everything would have changed.
everything.
It would have flipped.
Because Sair was we didn't show this in any of the clips. Sair was gunning for Sam because Sam
I remember
yes,
that.
You told me that.
Yeah. And if Sair
She
had
was right.
yeah, if Sair had stayed in the game, Sam would have had someone constantly going for her and they would have butt heads. It would have been
Yes.
the Sair versus Sam show.
And you would have
I think
lost
it was
Hamza.
Hamza who told
So,
me.
yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, that's why Sarah's
Yeah,
gotta
I
go, but I
told
can't
I
tell
told
everybody
I
this.
told
I don't want
Sam.
people to think that I'm a target.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh.
And so
Sorry,
yeah,
Sarah, I love you, but try to go, baby.
it was
If
it
I
was
had played better, I would have kept her. If I was thinking that far ahead, I would
Yeah.
have kept her.
well, I
It
want
was
to
just so
I
fast, for
did
sure,
alright,
though.
but yeah.
I do want to say thank you all so fucking much for participating in this silly little experiment. It all started because I was like, I had done like reality shows in The Sims for like 7 seasons, and they were all like automated. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can do one with real people, and like we'll just test it and just see if it can happen. And I think like Sage and I learned a lot, like putting this together. Like so many blood, sweat, and tears, and long nights, and hours, and money, and just like all the creativity that we could muster went into this project. And so, like, props to Sage, first off. Absolutely, you need to
Yes.
get a job in this industry.
Amazing.
Like,
Literally
Yes.
amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
like
So good.
they could be literal episodes of Big Brother. Like, you did such an amazing
Yes.
job.
Music, everything.
Yeah.
There was more sauce than like regular seasons. Like
Yeah.
we were not
Accurate.
playing around. There was sauce every episode.
It's because I
Accurate.
tried to edit it like the quality of Big Brother Canada with the sounds and music.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
Yes.
That's 100%.
100%.
And that's
Yes.
how you know Sage is real.
Yes.
Canada
real.
It's
too.
true. It's true. And then thank you seriously just so much to everyone, all the time, all the effort. Literally like 6 months later after you'd filmed it, we filmed confessionals. Like
Oh, yeah.
that was in and of itself was so fucking difficult because you had to recollect things. Yeah.
Oh, the PTSD of it all.
The PTSD of it all. And I hope that the takeaway from all of this is that you
Because for me,
Yeah.
it was all clips of like, remember when this person called you an ugly fat cow? Yeah, let's talk about that. I was like, okay, slay, okay, sweet.
It's
Let's
so
talk about
true. It's so true.
Literally, all Sage was like, hey, can I play you this clip? And it's just Haydn going in. I'm like, okay, can I play you this clip of where Rin said you shouldn't be
How do you
tested?
feel?
Yeah.
Literally.
So
Yeah, it's like, how did you feel in the moment? Yeah.
Yeah, how do you
I think the
feel?
worst therapy ever.
Yeah. We
I
caused
should have just been like, yeah.
we definitely caused
Yeah.
nightmares, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, before we close out, because I
Yeah.
know in my speech I had mentioned like my selling point, my wrap up, my little bow at the end was how many wins and vetoes I won. Do you remember the
Yes.
number?
I can get it for you.
Because I was like, and I was never put up on the block, and I won this many HOHs and this many vetoes. I
You won
played the game.
7.
Just remember the number.
You won 7
7.
competitions.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. I do think I remember at one point not putting you up because I didn't want to break your streak. It would have had to have been one of those.
Thanks. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I don't. Maybe I made that.
I
up.
think I was trying to
I don't
convince
know.
you to put Sam up, and you're like,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
did.
It's
Yeah, okay.
100%.
I was like,
Yeah.
come on.
And I was
What?
like, I was like, no.
Sam's like,
Yeah.
where's
Just
this?
mute
No,
me.
There's-
no. Okay, so when I went up,
Yeah.
that I was trying to convince him to put you up.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was just like, because at that point it was like really strong because it was me, you, Ruepa, and Fernando. So I was like me or you were gonna go up at that point. It seemed like he was saying. So I was like, why don't you put Sam up? Because Sam hasn't been up yet. I've been up like this is my like 2nd time going
I
up.
forgive you. We can stay married.
Yeah. Okay. So no, so he did
And I
it.
just
No,
remember
that's
thinking-
understood.
Separate
I thought it was
bedroom,
like
separate
earlier in the
bedroom.
game.
Oh no,
Separate
no. It
bedroom.
was like at
Fine.
the end,
Yeah,
basically.
separate
No, no,
beds
no.
actually. They're
Yeah.
different houses.
Yeah, I just remember thinking like, I'm not gonna ruin this. Like if she's made it this far, like, and I don't.
Props to, yeah.
It made no difference. The only difference was that like, well, you were a huge competition that.
Don't worry, I would have won veto anyway.
Ooh.
You did win
Ooh.
veto.
Period. Yeah, you did.
You did
You
win
did
veto.
veto. And
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
not
If you put
lying.
me
That's
up,
why
I
I
would have
was
won
like,
veto
it didn't-
anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, it's good. It's good because like, you know,
Well, I
I knew at
hope.
that
don't know
point
if that's
Stephen was
true, I'm
probably
just
going. So
being-
yeah. Anyways, go on.
No, I was gonna say I hope the takeaway from this is that you all are entertaining as fuck. We like you all are hilarious as hell, and you made for the best mini I have ever hosted or competed in. Like this shit was so dramatic and was so much fun. Like,
Bill and I have said literally, I think we've said it probably over 20 times as we've been going through it. We could not have written a better season. Like the
No.
storylines, like when they produce TV, it's
Yeah.
just like the layers to even like you saw in episode 6 how many storylines were going on there that we could have never predicted.
Craziness.
I think it also proves that like if you have a good cast, you don't need twists because like
Yeah.
a game like
Exactly.
this, just like it all happened. I mean,
Yeah.
part of that was Stephen, but
But the
anyway.
same, the twist
Yeah.
next season, like, Stephen shows up in the house, and
Stephen
everyone's
was a
like,
twist.
Yeah. Well, I hope that this was a good send off. I appreciate all of the
Yes.
time and effort that has gone into the series. But I'm also happy to close this chapter and hopefully work on some more things in the future.
But before we just close
Yeah.
out, I just want to say that I think you're giving us so much like praise and stuff, but like we would have never gotten the opportunity to do it if it wasn't for your hard work and
Aw,
Sage's
you
hard
s-
work. So like
Yeah.
no, it's true. Especially for me, I can't speak for everyone, but like I've been watching Dylan since I was like very little. So
I hate
like
you
this
and
experience is this yeah, like look at him now, he's like 40.
Yeah, like
you know?
he was like the first grade.
Oh my god, yeah, like
just like
back when I was
Bitch.
14 and I'm just 16, so like, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it's been like amazing to and Sam, like I was a casual in her streams before and I used to watch Steven as well. So like having the opportunity to be in a competition with people that like I watched and was like a fan of and now I can call my friends is like
Aw.
Yeah.
it's a
I was
very
gonna
it's a very sweet
say,
thing for me personally.
There's so many
knew that.
people that I met, like creator wise,
Yes.
through this, like, you know, through
Same.
this experience. Like I knew, I think I had only known Steven's content before, but
Yeah.
like, you know, I got to know Sam and Rupa's content and like,
Yes.
you know, Hamza, I've like see on TikTok and stuff and
Aw.
like, and Sair and stuff. Like me and Sair were gonna meet at TwitchCon, but stupid COVID. But anyways, like it was like such a really
don't worry,
cool
we met. She
experience.
punched me. It's fine.
Yes.
I met Sarah at TwitchCon, and the
Yeah.
first thing I told her was I should use that veto on you. The first words out of my mouth, it really dead ass was.
Yeah, but it's just like so cool that like we're all like we know like all the like we like twists and turns and drama and stuff behind the
Yeah.
scenes, but it's just like it's not actually anything at the end of the day. So I like that
Totally.
everyone's kind of just
We
like
made good TV.
we made good.
Uh,
That's the point.
Yes.
Yes, we
And I wanna
yes
say
you did.
thank you and Sage. I don't know how y'all picked everybody, but I want to say thank you for not picking just like a bunch of
Nepotism.
well-known people.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
it's a
Oh my
great
god,
I
yes.
think that
mix.
meant the
Yes,
most
yes,
because I
yes.
only also
It's
knew
such a good
Steve. Well, actually, I
mix.
didn't know it was Steven. I didn't know it was Spring Sims. I just
Oh
like
my god,
Steven.
same, yeah, because
I
I
knew
didn't know
exactly from the
from
voice.
anyone's voices until like way after, and I was like, now me competing with people.
Well,
Yeah.
Sage and I can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Chanelle, you were the
Yeah.
hardest fucking person to cast around because you knew so many mini org
Yeah.
people. And so
Hi.
there was like so many, like I said, I think we had like, I think it was definitely over 100 people had
For sure.
applied.
There were
And
Oh
even
my
people that
god.
we
Thanks for casting around me.
well, it's because
Yeah.
we knew that you were one of the first people that we knew we wanted, and we were like,
yeah,
if it has played with the people or knows them, we can't cast them, which is like really,
Yeah.
really
Oh,
difficult.
Who
but
wanted to play?
yeah.
We did a really good job of casting people who didn't know each other because we wanted
100%,
I
yeah.
didn't know
Literally.
anybody.
And there was
No.
there was a lot of Twitch streamers that had applied. There was a lot of like YouTubers who had applied.
Wow.
There was a lot of people who are just really fucking good at playing these types of games online. And we knew that the skill
Why'd you
level.
cast me?
Oh, I cast
You knew I was bad at the other one. I did.
No, so the reason I cast you was because you definitely okay. First off, you killed it in the interview portion. Like you were just like, yeah, like you absolutely killed it in that section. You also had a really good microphone, you had a really good webcam, and you were really personable. And so like those were like
I thought you were going to say pretty.
I mean, you're pretty, you're gorgeous as well.
You're so
And you're really
pretty,
pretty.
gorgeous. You look like Miss Evangelista. You're a model.
No. Yeah, this is my jet setter look.
And then
Y'all
like,
said I have the ego. Wow.
no, you have experience making these types of shows. I think actually the first two people that we cast were Chanelle and Ruepa. If I'm not mistaken.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I just messaged you and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I love these things.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you have to interview. And I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I hated these things, but I like The Sims.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, I've never played Sims a day in my life. When there were Sims trivia questions, livid.
Oh my god, yeah,
really?
it was
I played Sims 4.
It was the what was it? Was it the price of the
The
objects?
prices.
I knew everything about The Sims.
I was like, I know nothing.
Actually, Steven, we were really thankful to have you because you are such a face in the Sims community, and like,
Yeah.
it honestly was an honor for you to be on the cast because
For sure.
you were a great
100%.
Yeah.
I'm an OG. I know everything.
So with that, thank you so much for taking your Saturday night to recap the show and send it off. Chav, I saw you in the chat. You can't watch the season, sadly. This was actually a tribute stream that we did because we ended up having to cancel the show. So we recollected everything that happened in the show in this stream and the stream before my computer crashed. So I'm definitely going to be saving these as VOD so anyone can go back and rewatch them. And yeah, now I also am still paying for that TeamSpeak server. I need to get rid of it. I've been paying for it for like a year.
Do it right now. Go and cancel it. We are not in the stream until you cancel it.
I will. I promise. I will cancel it right now.
Right now. You know, you should screen share. Let us have all your personal
He just
information.
misses our presence so much. Sometimes he just sits there by himself.
I'm just hoping they pop back in again, you know?
Well, they do it in the room A or B.
Can you please do another Sims 4 YouTuber Big Brother? Sadly, no.
Those are
okay.
The-
understand.
Listen. I think people forget I work for Roblox, and that takes up like literally all my day.
Yeah, Roblox is wild. Wait, no, Roblox Big Brother.
Absolutely. Outlaster, that's already a thing. Strongly
I was gonna
recommend.
say, that's a thing.
Oh, bitch. I played the fuck out of some Outlaster.
Outlaster is so good.
Yes, you will get called bad words.
Yeah, on Outlaster. It's they
Like
love,
a lint liquor?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yes.
They love to say gay slurs.
Yes,
But
basically.
the good news is they're gay themselves.
That's true.
We'll
Yeah,
take it.
that's true.
We take it.
We honestly should
Let's just all go
organize.
on with voice changers and change your names. Then we're playing it again. We don't know who you are.
Oh my god, we should get the cast together and play Outlaster.
Oh my god, yeah, we should
Live.
do that.
That'd be fun.
That's
That'd
actually
be
a
fun.
really good
Oh,
idea.
I only had
We should
one in
do
me,
it.
y'all. That's it.
Sam's retired.
I
I'm
love you.
retired too,
I'll
Sam.
rap.
I played so many of these games. I haven't played one in
It's
a
okay,
year.
Sam. You already won
Jesse.
one. We'll get you
Yeah.
out first. Don't worry.
Yeah, actually show me out.
Fine. Don't worry.
I'll take
You're
it for everyone.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all so much. You all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Everyone else in chat as well. And I'll be back on stream Monday for those that are regulars, and it'll be in the morning. I promise. This is very weird for me to stream at night.
Thank
But
you for
bye,
that,
y'all.
Bye,
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.